These are tales of danger and the pursuit of endless riches. Adventurers and heroes from all parts of the world charging into the unknown, setting steel and magic against the most impossible foes, with each time wondering if this would be the last. Storms gather on the horizon, and evil rises from the waters of despair. These are tales of endless adventure. These are the Awakened Fables.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Awakened Fables. I am Dungeon Master Sam, and with me today I have my usual crew, Sans 1. With us today are Addison, Luke E, Luke F, Rob, and Sam H. We are currently Sans 1 Michael, as his wife has apparently returned home early, and it is very adorable. So, he has decided to spend some time with her. In the meantime, for everybody who wasn't apparently here for our previous episode, in which case, why are you actually listening to us now? Go back and read that one. In our previous episode, read the episode, or listen to it. As of that previous episode, the group decided to get some of their missions from the headquarters that had been set up by Mikkel, the prince of the Solvkling clan. From there, they decided to head up and create a little bit of an area, a safety area outpost within the city at a ancient guild hall. Upon arriving at the guild hall itself, they were able to clear it out with some frankly wacky looking wolf emoticons that Roll20 had provided to us, and after that they were then directed to head towards the catacombs if they I guess were still feeling plucky and capable of, tearing more creatures' heads off. Did I miss anything of note for anyone?
Not that I can think of.
Yep. Excellent. Alright, well, apparently 3 of our characters also received a level up as of the last session. So for those who don't know, our level up system is dependent on how many times a specific player actually attends the campaign sessions itself. So we had 3 people level up last time. Who would they be?
Me.
Breeze leveled up.
So did Will.
And Olaf.
Alright, so Breeze, Norloth, and Tinkrit.
Did you say Olaf?
No. Damn it. I'm out.
Yep. I'm out too. Good game, guys. End of campaign. Alright.
Secret did not level up. He levels up at the end of this one.
Oh, okay, cool. Alright, well, in that case, Norloth. Luke, advise us how what inspired Norloth to receive that level up, and what has he done with it?
Norloth feels a bit more attuned to the magic arcana of shadows and has increased his sorcery level, and with it has gained access to some 3rd level spells.
Ooh. That's always fun.
Yep, good old fireball.
Oh god. Not again.
Another one.
Alright. Sam, how about Breeze? What did Breeze do with his level up? And how did he level up?
I mean, I guess he's just in his element, being able to, be deceitful and sneaky to his heart's content, so that's just inspired him to do better.
Yep. Very nice. And you as the player, what did you do with the extra level up? Just more into Rogue?
I took feet to give me 3 more proficiencies.
Oh god.
You should have just taken 11 a bard.
Well, starting next level, the lowest I can roll for everything that I'm proficient in is a 10, so...
Alright, so all of the skill challenges are pretty much going to be the Breeze challenges, if that's the case. You're going to breeze through them, so to speak.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Better than my Kodiak one from last week?
Yes,
Right.
You're improving.
Excellent.
I didn't even hear it and I know it was better.
Harsh. Harsh, but fair. Alright, and sorry, who was our last level up?
Will.
Oh, Will. Alright, Addison, what did Will do as a bear?
Will is bear. Will got stronger bear form. He just took another level in Druid, pretty much. Now I've got 5th level spells and some stronger wild shapes.
Ooh, stronger wild shapes. Those are always fun. I should probably look those over to figure out which ones are going to give me a headache. I'm assuming the answer will probably be all.
Oh, yeah, most likely.
Yeah, fair. Alrighty. So, in that case, as of the end of the last session, you guys had opted to head directly towards the catacombs and provide the reinforcement that had been requested of you by... Oh, what was his name? I have it written down here. Oh god, I don't have it written down. Oh god, did I do that manual writing?
It's possible.
What? With a pencil and paper?
Yeah, I know, right?
Disgusting.
Well, doubly...
Add a name in later.
I mean, doubly disgusting and also stupid because I technically have RSI in my writing hand, so...
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Alright, well, let's just call it headquarters because I cannot find the name. I am a very, very responsible and professional DM. So...
In the location where we are, wasn't it the docks?
That is where the headquarters is, yeah. But where you currently are, you are roughly about in the middle of the city. You're still on the second layer, maybe on the other half side of the city itself, though, as you intend to enter the catacombs, which pretty much saturate the inside of the city itself in the mountain.
Okay.
Yep. All right, and now, in order to very professionally and expertly get Rithgar out of this particular session, as a group, we have decided to announce that Rithgar has seen a very fleeting black shadow and has immediately screamed demon and has begun to chase after it deeper into the tomb. Little does he know that one is a now very frantic and terrified black cat, and I'm sure he will be very contrite and embarrassed once he realizes that. But for the rest of everyone, those of you with a passive perception of 16 or higher will be able to confirm that it is indeed a black cat and not actually something that's out to kill him, as far as you guys know. It could be a mimic, it could be a cat, who knows.
Right, yeah, guys, he's just chasing a cat. I guess he'll be back later.
The rest of us will just assume that it's because he's completely mad and know it's a black cat anyway.
It's a reasonable thing. Alright, so, like I described last session, you guys have entered into the catacombs of Thogcha. These catacombs have been established about 1,000 years ago, and depending on exactly who you talk to, it is apparently littered with the bones and bodies of various heroes, those people who had supported the warlord, or those poor, Wow, I'm completely blanking on the name. Misguided, thank you. I knew it started with an M. Misguided fools who were eventually led to their death by that same warlord. Now, these particular catacombs have apparently been saturated with so much necrotic power and generic magic that apparently their specific layout changes from year to year. So one of the requests had been to, one, map out the catacombs just in case it could be used, and two, if you guys were able to find a way to an area of the catacombs directly below the royal keep for you to begin the efforts and safeguard the area so that Mikkel can order people to dig into the basement of the royal keep and take Clan Coldstreak by surprise. Now, the catacombs... Sorry?
We called that one Plan B.
Yes, Plan B. Now, the catacombs themselves are fairly generic. If any of your characters in particular have entered catacombs or tombs, you pretty much can see a variety of stone sarcophagi as far as the eye can see, and the very few reliefs that are on the walls tend to dictate tales of heroism and magical prowess. You can see the occasional statue, but the statues themselves are fairly roughly hewn out of the same stone that the majority of the city itself is made out of. And aside from that, it is pitch black and incredibly cold, but you guys are pretty much entering autumn for the Yolkind here anyway. Alright, so that is your setting, gentlemen. What would you like to do from here?
Trippy old boy. Go up and scout.
Trimp mutters to himself loudly enough that those of your party who are not actually aware of Trimp look around in absolute startlement as Trimp goes in to enter the catacombs. It takes a few brief minutes before he'll be back, though. Do you guys want to do anything before he returns?
No, I'm content to maybe move forward just a little bit, but not too far, not out of eye shot of the rest of the party.
But
Who has dark vision in this party?
Yes, I do.
I do.
I do. Well,
Who does not?
as a bear.
Yeah,
I think
we all do then.
I think everyone does now.
Oh, that's good.
I was the only person that didn't.
so the only person who didn't just ran off into the darkness chasing a black cat.
Good.
So the question remains is, how did he see it?
Or did he see it?
That is true. Did he just sense it instead?
Or did he see... Was he annoying us and perhaps one of us cast minor illusion? Perhaps.
Now, everybody loves Rithgar. You know, he sees a demon every 5 minutes.
Yes, except the chap with the demon familiar.
All right. So, after a few moments, Trimp does eventually return and babbles to you in his own little language. It appears that he was not really able to get too far into the catacombs themselves, as it felt like they seemed, the walls and so forth seemed to be intentionally moving around him to ensure that he remained confused. When he attempted to push further into the catacombs themselves, he was abruptly ejected by a powerful magical wave. He gabbles on a bit more and also advises that the wave itself seems to be triggered, it seems, by fiends, so this particular catacomb has actually been warded against demonic activity.
Oh, that's reassuring.
No one tell Rivko I want to move here.
Yeah, probably.
New base of operations, comrades.
Cool.
Okay, well, I reckon we should proceed.
Yes. We'll keep Shrimp at the front, but at a distance so he doesn't become too discombobulated.
Yep. All right. So if you guys are heading further into the tomb itself, can I please get a group survival check?
Oh, jeez.
One person who's survival's gone now.
I mean, I could get you guys to do a group nature check if it makes you feel better.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I'm actually alright at survival.
Oh, it looks like we have a nat 20 coming from Will.
That doesn't happen very often.
Yay. Glad it did.
Yeah.
That'll help with my 6.
All right, let me very quickly calculate that. Addison, do you want to stash that or use it?
I'll stash that, thank you.
Stash it? All right. All right, so Norloth, you rolled a 22. Tinkrit, for a wonder, rolled less than a 10 with an 8. Breeze rolled a 6. Is that going to be one of your proficiencies that you're going to be good with next time?
No, nothing wisdom, my guy. I am not wise.
Fair enough. All right. 28. Addison, in addition to the nat 20, got a unnatural 28. And Salturum got an unnatural 20. So, in total, guys, your average is, divided by 5, 16.8. Very nice. Let me have a look at what you guys can do.
Thanks for picking up my slack there, guys.
Our slack.
All right.
No slack will ever be our slack.
That's very rare. Very rare.
So, it looks like the majority of the party is able to successfully begin to navigate through the catacombs. Rob, you said that you were taking point on this one in order to get Tinkrit to help escort you through, correct?
Trimp was taking point.
Oh, sorry, Trimp. Yep, Trimp was taking
roll
point.
for him. Shall I roll for him?
No, we're fine. I'm just going to use yours for this one.
Okay.
All right. So, in this particular case, Trimp begins to lead the group into the catacombs, and it doesn't take long before you guys can see a series of glowing glyphs on the wall, which the further in Trimp begins to fly, the more brightly and aggressively they begin to glow. After some time, there is a sudden flash of light, and Trimp is just hurtled backwards with a small thump until he lands on the ground directly behind the group. Tinkrit, you hear a muttering again from Trimp, and with that, he just kind of... Oh, that's actually something I've never looked up. Can familiars dismiss themselves?
Nope.
No. Okay. See, I figured not, but, you know. So he mutters in great offense and just opts to jump onto Tinkrit's shoulder and continue to swear at you in Infernal. That's the one. All right.
Yeah. I swear back.
Sam, what is Breeze doing that causes him to roll so badly?
I mean, he's just not very good with nature. He's not used to being out in the world, in the wild, you know? He's used to being in civilization.
You realize you're in a crypt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not in nature. That's like in a city.
Fair.
So he just didn't do a very good job.
Got it. All right. Well, Addison, you are currently the victor and you have the highest roll. Please tell me, what do you do to compensate for the antics of your companions? And for this one, because you did roll a natural 20, if you are so inclined, you may also temporarily disable the wards, which would keep which would keep Trimp out, but only you would necessarily know about that one.
Okay. So as Bear, Will is pretty much, I think the survival nature has come to him because of his bear form. So he just basically uses his sense of smell and his dark vision to navigate. Like he's imagining that it's a cave and how a bear would act in a cave when it's trying to navigate. So he just gets everyone to follow him. And yeah, he'll probably notice that the wards are there and disable them just so Trimp can get through.
Yep.
Because otherwise, good old Tinker is completely useless without Trimp.
Fair enough.
Certainly less useful.
All right. Sensing the actions that you've completed, Trimp promptly abandons Tinkrit's shoulder and floats over to land on Will, gabbling his thanks in Infernal as he lands upon you.
I'm there. I just growl at him. Not an angry growl, but just like acknowledgement of Trimp on my shoulder.
Grr. Grr, grr, grr. Alrighty. Let me have a look here. So, with the way now clear to you, you guys begin to progress further into the catacombs, and the further in you go, the more windy and confusing you realize that your pathway is actually becoming. Now, it does not take long at all before you realize that you are actually hopelessly lost, and eventually you just decide to stop in a small antechamber which contains a fairly large amount of sarcophagi, but nothing overly else of interest.
Okay.
Do we have anyone that's got some sort of skill in map making or anything like that who may have been paying attention to what we're doing?
Yeah, Rithka.
God damn it.
I mean, does it really matter if you make a map when all the walls move and change?
Probably not. Let's not worry about it, old boys. Let's just find what we need to find and get out.
So in the room there's sarcophagi. Can we see anything, any tracks in the dust or anything like that which indicates that the other group went through here at all?
Roll me an active perception. 19, very nice. All right.
What is going on with my rolls tonight?
Don't jinx it. Yeah.
Gods.
Quiet, you fool.
I'll talk to Sam H if I need some favors from the gods.
Which one? There's two of us here.
Oh,
All right.
Both of you.
So, with a 19, Solturum, as you have a look around the room, you can see that there is a section of the room which is currently clear of dust. For the most part, that particular section goes down the middle of the room between the two rows of sarcophagi, but you do notice a single, much smaller line of footprints which ambles off to the side and seems to stop directly before a statue.
Okay, guys, look at this. It looks like the main group came through here, and perhaps a part of that group or some other group has gone straight over that statue there. What's the statue look like?
So the statue itself is nothing of great interest. It's a very roughly hewn humanoid. It doesn't really have any distinguishing features, but you can see what look like rough wings kind of sprouting out the back. But aside from that, there's no distinguishing features.
Perhaps it's one of my people. Can I do an...
I look at Solturum. Sorry, I look at Solturum and say, "Hey, statue."
I was on par with the Kodiak joke.
Get out.
I've been putting up with this type of base humor for a year now.
I play to my audience.
Okay, I'm going to do an Arcana check to see whether I can see whether there's anything magical about it.
Yep, go for it.
While he's doing that, Breeze kind of nudges Tinkrit and he's like, "I thought you were meant to be funny."
I am.
Actually, I'll come to Tinker's defense and say, no, Breeze. He has the capacity. He rarely uses it.
Unkind, if accurate.
What does a 17 tell me, Sam?
A 17. Okay, so you begin to do some minor identifying charms on the particular spell itself, on the particular statue itself, but you're not able to sense anything unusual or magically empowered about the statue. You do note that the nature of the wards around here is quite oppressive, and again, you get the sensation that if you were to mess up, it looks like the wards may retaliate quite violently. But the statue itself, for all intents and purposes, is just a statue. Sorry?
Yes.
I said I've been there with retaliating wards before.
Yeah. Well, I'll try not to make that my signature thing.
Okay. Can someone have a look at this statue to see if there's any hidden locks, or who's got a really good...
I got +9 perception.
I got +12.
Is it Rithgar again?
Rithgar's got high investigation.
I mean, I guess
I've
we
got
could both
+7.
help each other to have a look at this statue to try and find if there's any secret switches or anything on it.
I tap Solturum on the shoulder and say, "Let's step back."
Agreed, Tinkred.
Alrighty. So, who would like to do the roll and who's providing the help?
Breeze will provide the help, and I think whoever had the +12 can do the roll.
Yes, sir. And help is with advantage.
Alrighty. So, a 21.
One difference.
Sorry?
I said only a 1 difference.
Yeah, but hey, better than nothing. So, that is a 21. So, honestly, that was actually a pretty good roll, but, with a +12, it's hard for you not to have a good roll.
True.
Alright. So, Addison, this particular statue is actually a fake, shocker. You, with your keen bear senses, can detect a very small airflow which seems to be coming from behind the statue, and you suspect that there is probably a way to either remove the statue or not, but right now you are a bear, so what would you like to do about the statue?
Did you say the airflow coming from behind the statue or from the statue's behind?
Yeah, why not both?
Can I?
Is that the first fart joke we've had? In
Surely not.
No,
I think it
can't be.
It is the first fart joke.
You know what? I think it actually is.
Oh my god. Could I make a check to push or either how old's or brittle does the statue look?
What is with your perception? It looks like the statue isn't necessarily brittle. It just seems to be. It looks like it's actually going to be fairly heavy. So you may be able to push it over outright, but moving it will probably take a bit more finesse than a bear can necessarily do.
All right, I'll probably just try and push it over.
All right, hit me up with a strength check.
Oh my god!
Is a second nat 20.
Guys, I haven't rolled my 20s in ages.
Stash or use?
Let's stash this one too.
Stash it. Alrighty. So, with a nat 20, you are definitely going to be able to move this statue. Flavor it up for me. What would you like done with this statue in your investigation and communicating that to your comrades?
Okay, so I turn around, like a classic bear. I sit on my like butt with my legs out and paws up and just go. Ruh, 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 ruh. Oh, and then I forget that I have a helm of telepathy on, and I convey to everyone telepathically. Okay, so this. Oh, hang on. So this statues are actually a fake. Give me a second while I move it over, and there's some airflow or something coming out from it. So I'll push it over, and I'll show you what's behind it. And I get up and I just shove and push the whole the statue over. And
does anyone speak bear? Because I have no idea what he just said.
And as the statue falls, it shatters, despite it not being brittle.
All right.
My bear form too strong.
What kind of bear are you? Is it a brown bear, black bear, or a different bear?
Cave bear.
Cave bear. All right. So the rest of you can see that it looks like Will is more than capable of addressing this particular statue itself, and as he begins to just outright topple it over, the statue just falls, and with a immense crash, you guys can feel shuddering through the flagstones under your feet. The statue tips over, and one of the wings breaks off, and part of its nondescript face. Now, directly behind the statue itself, there is a very small passage going through. I honestly don't mean to pick on this one, Addison, but it is definitely too small for a bear to fit through. It's going to be a very tight squeeze for all save the halflings.
Bear no fit, okay. I will change from bear. And I'm back into human form, guys. Well, despite the bear being useful, I guess I'm not going to be able to fucking fit through there, am I? And so...
Well done, William.
Well, you are a fine specimen of a man, but I'd appreciate it if you put some pants on.
Yeah, right. I should probably do that. I will hide my shame. That's a good idea.
Nothing to be ashamed there, my friend.
Is that what you call it? Your shame?
Yeah, right. Take me out to dinner first, lads. Fucking hell.
Alright, so upon closer inspection, you can see that the pathway that's going through deeper into the catacombs is fairly small, but the biggest problem is that it looks like it has been partially caved in. Even as you inspect it, and this is probably a bit of a remnant of the bear's form upon you, you can actually smell fresh blood, which is coming from the caved-in section. A closer inspection seems to reveal that there is currently something or someone in there. You guys should be able to get through, but it is going to require a strength check or a very high dexterity check to actually slip through. If you guys want to try and help whoever it is, then I would definitely recommend a strength.
Even for a halfling?
Halfling, you guys will be able to do it at advantage. Well, not the strength part, but the dexterity part.
Yeah,
I'll sneak through.
Sorry?
I just misty step through it.
Yep, go for it.
But
Right. I guess I'll try and fit through.
I want to do some sexy acrobatics through, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to do some sexy...
Okay, something's wrong here. Something's wrong here. I'm looking, I swear. I'm looking now.
Alright, so Will just rolled his second nat 20 in a row.
Let's hang on.
That's the first for the day.
That's my third. There's something wrong.
Okay, who's hacked Addison's dice?
It happens.
just refreshed everything.
Nope, there's another nat 20.
Nah, come on.
Do it
You got
again.
force crits on?
No, I don't have force crits on.
Ah.
Do it again.
Alright, let's go. No, okay.
No.
That was just 3 nat 20s in a row. Okay.
4.
Four. Sorry.
Well, good thing only 3 of those are counting. I'm assuming you probably want to save this one too?
No, I'll use it so everyone can fit through. That way no one has to roll.
Alright, easy enough. In that case,
Oh, I can do sexy acrobatics.
I was about to say if you
Stuff.
if you had saved that one, that would have put you equal first with Rob for nat 20 stashed.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll try not to be a hoarder. Even though as much as I want a magic item, I think this one makes it easier for everyone.
That's
Good burn on Rob though.
Oh, I've used my 20s to save your life, Salty, on 2 occasions.
That is true.
But don't be salty as well as salty.
I mean, would you prefer him sultry?
No.
Mm.
Hey, I mean that's enough. That's just my nature.
Alright.
I was thinking more coquettish, actually.
So,
Yeah, I think
Addison, with Will and a nat 20. So this particular pathway has been completely caved in. With your nat 20, you are going to be able to fix it and stabilize it permanently. And at the same time, you're also going to be able to, I guess, do an automatic win on a medicine check on whoever or whatever is actually in the passage itself. So, flavor it up for me. What do you do?
Alright, so I think I still must have some kind of bear power left, because I pretty much just uncaved most of this entire area, and then using the caved in bits as kind of like a almost wall to stop it from caving in anymore. And then whoever this person is up front, just staunching whatever wounds they've got. I think I actually also have... Do I have a medicine kit or something? No, I have a herbalism kit. Whatever. Maybe the herbalism kit will do something. I give him some fresh herbs. Here, smell this. Smell this sage. It'll be good for you.
Alrighty. So the person in question appears to be let me roll here, a dwarf. You guys do immediately recognize him as being one of your fellow 25 clans members, the one that has been hired by Clan Solvkling to basically provide backup. It looks like he is currently well and truly unconscious, but your ministrations basically do go through, and with that you are able to stabilize him from further bleeding out. It takes you another quick moment before you are able to identify with your previous perception that it doesn't look like anybody else has come through here. This intrepid warrior must have been attempting to break out from the others and try and overtake them.
Well,
How damaged is he? Does he need some healing?
He is, with
Is he able
the...
to talk to us?
Sorry?
Is he able to talk to us?
Like I said, he's currently unconscious.
Okay.
Hey guys, I mean, I could cast Detect Thoughts on him, and we can...
Well, I could just cast Lesser Restoration on him and just see whether that perks him up a bit.
Well, I wouldn't. That's a waste. Just let's cast a healing spell on him.
Just slap him, yeah?
just smack him
I'm
out.
gonna try medicine. Medicine brings him back.
Not with that, it doesn't.
Nope. Oh, it might. It might. I don't know. DM.
With a 10, unfortunately, it is not a good enough one.
I feel like the dentist who was trying to take my blood the other day. I see different holes.
Why are you letting a dentist take your blood anyway?
It's a long story.
I was about to say.
I've never heard a dentist try to do that before.
Neither have
They
I.
use it to create a bone graft.
A dentist was taking your blood from the wrong hole. Are you sure you went to a dentist?
Yes.
I'm 100% certain.
You've been conned by some guy in a white jacket.
Well, they've done a good job of conning me then because they've fixed it up.
Hey, we didn't say that they couldn't do their job. We're just... All right.
Just for all you dentists listening out there, send in a message to the Johnny Doubters.
You know, once they stop giggling. All right. Addison, frankly, I would consider this...
It kills him.
All right, well, Solturum just tried for a medicine.
Solturum, stay away. Your hand, it's on fire. Your hand's on fire.
So, Luke, would you like that to be stashed, or would you like me to use that?
No, use it.
Use it?
No.
All
I
right.
started trying to do CPR on him and push his chest up and down, and like I'm slapping him on the cheeks and trying to wake him up.
All right.
Sinner?
So, either due to you being completely incompetent at CPR or you just going to the wrong medical professional, every time you push down on his chest, it's accompanied by a small cracking noise, which you seem to believe is perfectly normal.
That's his heart. That's what it's meant to sound like. Yeah, that's it. That's progress. I can hear the cracking. He's coming back.
We're nobles, don't you know? We have other people doing this for us.
And
Guys, I think this is a malpractice suit.
He should be grateful I'm even touching him. So.
And after the fifth or sixth cracking noise, the dwarf in question makes a horrified gurgling sound, and you guys can see blood beginning to spill from his mouth.
All right. Hang on. Take a step back, mate. Take a step back.
No, I've got to ask him what clan he's a member of so I can send my bill to them. Like, I've just ministered to him.
Oh, God.
I don't do this stuff for free.
Please.
All right.
I'm
Is this-
just,
is that
I'm just
killing
looking
work?
on in disgust at the
All
moment.
right, I think I've brought him back, guys. I'll pass it over to Will to tidy up and do the final parts of this procedure.
Fucking tidy up, all right.
That's
Fucking
right.
hell.
Clothes, please, nurse.
Will's just giving like the shocked Pikachu face right now. All right. So with
That's what they need sometimes, just a good thrashing to get them out of their lazy
Right. Foolish
dysphoria.
alrighty. So with the 12, Addison, what does your healing magic look when it's cast upon other people?
Pretty much, it's not like divine magic where, as say, would be like a white light. It's more like kind of like the wounds just seal over, and like the area around the person where I'm casting it, like maybe the dust shifts or something. Maybe even there's, you know what? No, it's bacteria. The bacteria on his body helped him heal back together. That's nature-esque, right?
I feel like we're going to get a really long and detailed explanation from various doctors, just going through everything we're doing in this session.
Yeah. I just say the word that you always say for D&D. It's magic.
It's magic bacteria.
Yeah. So shut up, doctor.
All right. So with his bacteria healing him, his color stabilizes, and you guys can see that his previously slightly caved-in chest kind of reasserts itself, and it looks like he, while still very injured, is probably not going to immediately die from a punctured lung now.
Aren't you actually supposed to break the ribs when you do CPR?
Another success,
it happens.
another success, Lord Tinker.
It's not supposed to happen, but it often happens.
Okay. Well, you could say you did it right, but you didn't. Anyway, is he conscious now?
Not after that, he's not.
Right. Yeah. Fair enough. Right. I guess we'll...
Should I have another go?
No. Hey, no. I suggest not, mate.
You sure, Will?
Have
Yeah,
any of you guys seen Sinner? The one with Jessica Biel?
No.
Oh, okay, I won't spoil it for you, but there's a terrible CPR scene in that.
God.
Hey guys, I can try read his thoughts if you want.
Oh yes, the first plan that was proposed, which we all ignored. That sounds
Yeah,
excellent.
actually, I think, yeah, do that, mate. We'll see if he's
Yes.
thinking anything. We'll see. What's he dreaming about?
All right.
I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts.
Yep. All right, so for those listeners who are not familiar with Detect Thoughts, even though I'm fairly sure I read this out the other week, for the duration you can read the thoughts of certain creatures. When you cast a spell and as your action on each turn until the spell ends, you can focus your mind on any one creature that you see within 30 feet. If the creature you chose has an intelligence of 3 or lower or doesn't speak any language, the creature is unaffected. You initially learn of the surface thoughts of the creature, what is most on its mind at that moment, and then there's more stuff, as an action you can shift your attention, so on and so forth. So, for this one, the thoughts that you begin to detect from this particular dwarf are ones of great heroism. It looks like he seems to have been dreaming about this particular passageway leading him to jewels or to the bottom of the royal keep, but it looks like he was unwilling to necessarily advise the rest of his clansmen exactly exactly where this passage was going. Evidently, it looks like he was paired up with 2 others, one of them being a powerful mage, and the other one apparently also being a warrior. You are also able to tell that this particular dwarf, if he were to ever regain consciousness, looks to have a thieves' skill set.
Okay, can I try and delve a bit deeper to see where anyone else went, or?
For that one, roll me an insight.
He has to make a wisdom saving throw, I'm pretty sure, to probe deeper.
Oh.
If you probe deeper, the target must make a wisdom saving
Oh, yep,
throw. If it
that one
fails
is
to
on
gain
me.
insight
Herped it
on its
up.
reasoning, its emotional state, or something that looms larger in its mind, such as something it worries over, loves, or hates.
Yep, there we go. All right, so he just rolled a 14.
Okay, fair enough. I don't probe deeper then.
All right. So, as you do attempt to indeed begin to probe deeper, you suddenly feel part of the dwarf's mind reassert itself, even in in his unconscious state. You are very abruptly thrown from his mind.
Okay, I guess I'd relay what I found out to the rest of the party.
Alright. So, I wonder where his other 2 mates are. You think they wouldn't have ditched him?
Well, I mean, we're probably about to do the same thing, so can you blame them?
That's true. Oh, looks like Tinkeret's picking his pockets.
Evidently. All right. That was a 27. Ooh, all right. So, it looks like this particular dwarf is actually quite well off in terms of the items that he's currently holding on him. So the items that you were able to discover on him, Rob, are a boots of striding and springing, an elven chainmail, and also a ring of spell turning.
Oh. Oh my. Any gold?
Gold, there is a small pouch currently containing about 60 gold pieces in assorted coinage.
That is an excellent find for the Ciruimon and Tinkeret adventuring and buddiness company.
It is.
You don't-
We'll share them out later. I actually share what I found with the rest of them.
You don't think he's going to miss that when he wakes up?
I don't care if he does. He's dead, we brought him back to life, that's payment, my boys.
He may not be waking up. Maybe
No.
I should try and treat him again.
No, I think... You know what? Fuck it. He's going to miss his shit anyway. Go for it, mate.
I think it's time to move on, though. It seems after my amazing efforts to be stabilised. And thank you for your assist there, Will. But I think we should move on and leave him here. He seems safe here.
Alright, an assist. Sure.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I present our heroes who rob an injured, unconscious man and leave him alone in the middle of a catacombs.
I hadn't agreed to those.
Heroes.
Well, I mean, if his friends ditched him, he can't be that much of a good guy, so...
Yeah, maybe he's a massive asshole.
That's right. Sense motive.
Did I get that vibe from his thoughts that he's a bit of an asshole?
You did not. The only vibe you were really able to get was that he was excited to find a passage and wanted to see if he could get ahead of his friends.
Oh, like a puppy.
Yeah. Well, should have looked after himself, shouldn't he?
Can anybody make use of the boots of springing and striding?
I mean, I can't. I'm a halfling.
What do they do? Boots of...
Boots of striding and springing. While you wear these boots, your walking speed become... Actually, you know what? I'm going to get you guys to do an Arcana check to magically identify these things.
That's true, we don't know what they are.
24.
Alright, Norloth. Norloth and Solturum, the two of you are pretty much going to be able to identify these things just by look. Are you going to tell your comrades exactly what they are, or are you wanting to potentially undersell them?
No, I am going to be completely honest about what they are.
Yep. Alrighty. So, the boots of striding and springing. While wearing these boots, your walking speed becomes 30 feet unless your walking speed is higher, and your speed is not reduced if you are encumbered or wear heavy armor. In addition, you can jump 3 times the normal distance, though you can't jump further than your remaining movement would allow. The Elven Chain, you gain a +1 bonus to AC while wearing this armor. You're considered proficient with this even if you lack proficiency. Made of interlocking chains, this armor offers modest protection to the wearer's upper body and allows the sound of rings rubbing against one another to be muffled by outer layers. And most importantly, the Ring of Spell Turning, which I've just noticed is a legendary item. My bad. Alright, well, while wearing this...
I've already equipped.
While wearing this ring, you have advantage on saving throws against any spell that targets only you, not in an area of effect. In addition, if you roll a 20 for the save and the spell is 7th level or lower, the spell has no effect on you and instead targets the caster using the slot level, spell save DC, attack bonus, and spellcasting ability of the creator.
Wow. You have to find a way to take those off him.
What was the spell again? Sorry, Sam. I just had some children issues to deal with.
The Ring of Spell Turning.
Ring of Spell Turning, thank you.
Yep. Did you want me to read it out again, or you're good?
No, I'm fine, thank you.
Yep. Alrighty.
Well, I don't need the boots, so someone else can have them.
I mean, my walking speed's pretty slow, so they might help me. If anyone else doesn't want them.
I'll take the Elven Chain if no one else wants it.
Yeah, I think the Elven Chain's good for you.
Yeah.
And I think the boots make sense to go with the Rogue.
Does the Ring of Spell Turning require attunement?
Yes, I had to unattune my Ring of Protection, but it's worth it.
Yeah, no. I'm just wondering. Oh, you've claimed the Ring of Spell Turning, have you?
Yes.
No, that makes sense then. You're our meat shield now. Can't believe we've got a halfling as a meat shield.
He claimed it before he even knew what it was. I'm tempted to make it like a ring of gender bending. Which I just realized was very offensive, and I apologize to all of my listeners. I am so sorry.
Just make it a ring of bad singing.
No, he doesn't need a ring for that.
A ring of dad jokes.
Yeah, ring of unfunny.
Ring of dad jokes, yes.
God.
That would actually be pretty awesome.
It's true.
Is that not called a wedding ring?
Touche.
Why did the boat blush?
You're definitely wearing that ring of dad jokes, aren't you, Will?
Yeah.
Alright, so your passageway through is clear. You have the unconscious body of the dwarf in front of you, so I presume you carefully step over him and rob him blind in the process and continue on your merry way.
Can I not heal him? Like with a spell?
No, then you'll realise we robbed him. I mean, which was a terrible thing to do, but I figured it was good. It was payment for services rendered.
Well, I think we need it now. We may think about it afterwards, but let's use what we have now.
I like to use the term borrowing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can the Shield Guardian carry him out to the outside of the catacombs?
Let me have a look on the restrictions for a Shield Guardian. Okay, apparently so long as you are on the same plane of existence, you're good to go.
Yeah. carry him outside, my boy.
All right.
Come back to base.
No one's trying to kill anyone, remember? This is supposed to be all unkilling type competition. So,
You say after the nobles tried to crush his chest, giving him CPR.
no, we were trying to help him. We just did it poorly.
Keyword trying.
It's all right. We'll call you Dr. Death, as the newspapers like to call him.
Oh, yes, that's true.
All right. So your shield guardian promptly picks up the dwarf and begins to carry him back out of sight.
Right. I guess he'll be waking up without a lot of shit, but not our problem.
At least he's waking up. That's all he can be thankful for.
That's true.
Before he goes, can I cast this on him?
Phantasmal Delusion. As an action, you plant a phantasm in the mind of one creature you can see. The phantasm manifests as a sound or object. Only target this talent and yourself can perceive the phantasm. This talent ends early if you use your action to dismiss it or you cast again. It has a duration of 1 minute.
Yeah, but he's unconscious, so it'll just make him think that someone else has pickpocketed him instead of us.
Okay, that's what you're going for. Roll me deception. At this point, what I'm going to rationalize this as, subliminal hypnotism sort of thing. 19. All right. You know what? With a 19, I'll allow it. How do you manage to subliminally hypnotize him? What does he think happened?
He thinks let's go with a hobgoblin just came up and pickpocketed him while I was unconscious.
Yep. All right. And if anybody has noticed that the hobgoblin has strangely similar facial features to Tinkerit, nobody actually comments on it.
Easily confused.
Absolutely.
All right. So you guys have been able to get through that. What would you like to do from here?
I guess we should continue down that hole, right? Or
Yeah.
let's get out into the other side.
I
Yeah.
don't see why not.
Yes, carry on. Trimp.
All right. Trimp mutters and continues on. All right. So you manage to make your way through the passageway, and the passageway begins to terminate with a set of stairs, which is the first set of stairs or even alteration to a new level that you guys have been able to locate so far. With a renewed sense of, oh my god, this is probably the right way, you begin to head up the stairs, and it leads you up a lot further than you were honestly expecting, maybe roughly equivalent to 2 or 3 flights. But eventually you balance out on a specific landing and emerge into a room similar to the one you've left, but you can see that this one seems to be entirely coated in a very thick layer of dust.
Alright. It's not like anyone's been here in a while. So there's nothing else in the room, was there?
With your current perception, there is not.
Alright. Guess it's empty. Any other passageways?
Only the one continuing forward.
Alright. Guess let's keep going then. Doesn't look like there's anything in the room.
Yeah,
All right.
let's continue.
So you continue onwards, and eventually your path terminates with another little antechamber, which is currently filled with 3 different statues. If you guys will now look over to roll 20, where is it? I believe this is the one. Yes, so the room is currently filled with 3 specific statues, and as you have a look around, you can, the more observant among you, those with a passive perception of 16 or higher, you'll also be able to see that there seems to be 4 holes in the wall, a fair distance from each other. Now, as you go through, you can see that these particular statues are in a similar style to the rest of the catacomb, so a bit of a rough humanoid with fairly obvious wings. Now, even as you circle around the room and investigate, you can see that at the other end of the room there is a fairly heavily sealed door made of a very thick stone, which is unlikely to be damaged by any weapons that you guys currently have capacity to damage. But the only clue for that is provided in this room as to anything that you may need to do is a small epitaph, which is currently on the base of all three statues. It simply reads, "We stand here in final rest from our vigilant watch, until one of such iron conviction may stand up and take watch in our stead."
Okay. Is this a riddle? I don't think it's a riddle. I think it's just someone writing some memorable stuff about whatever was here.
Someone has to take over the watch.
Or maybe you just need to put something iron in the holes that are on the walls until one of such iron conviction may stand up and take our watch.
Maybe we could stick the dwarf on here. He can take over the watch.
I'll just summon like an owl. They can watch for a while, right?
My owl's not going to watch, guys.
An iron-coloured owl.
Right. Where's your shield guardian when we need it? Chuck him there.
Well, I've got him. He's back.
Oh, is he back? Right,
But
that's all right.
Do you want me to send him back to go and get the dwarf?
No, the shield guardian wouldn't be back quite yet.
Yeah,
I mean, you guys have been actively travelling away from it in the opposite direction.
I love Rob's consistent attempts to just impose his will upon you, Sam. Oh, yes. This thing I want is happening. So, looking at the statues, have we walked into the room yet, or are we still standing at the entrance to the chamber?
That's your call. You guys have control over your characters on D&D, on Roll20. Yep, you guys have control of your characters on D&D Beyond.
Can I walk over to one of the holes and just inspect it without like putting anything in there, or?
Yep, go for it.
Okay, you want a perception?
Yeah, so nothing else pokes out the other side.
Sure. I can tell you what you perceive if you roll that.
See the spear in the face.
With a 13, using your 5 senses, you can see that the hole does not actually really contain any obvious clues as to its particular presence in the this chamber. You can see that it pretty much terminates with maybe a space for, it's about a hand width deep, and it just immediately terminates in a brick wall made out of the same stone of the rest of the place itself. I'm presumingly you're not going to lick it, and you cannot really hear any sound or wind coming from the hole itself.
Okay. Does it look like something could fit in the hole, or?
Hypothetically, yes, but it doesn't look like that is its intended purpose.
I guess something's meant to come out of the hole.
Can I do an investigation on the statue's face?
Go for it. With a 12, you do not see any defining features. For all intents and purposes, it's simply a statue.
Can I extend my sorcerer's senses into the room by way of an arcana check?
Yes, you may. 15. Alright, you extend out your senses and begin to very masterfully work aside the necrotic energies of this particular area. You are not able to sense any particular magic around the statue itself, but your attention is instead drawn to the pedestal that the pedestals that all of the statues are currently sitting upon. Now, when you have a look down, you can see that the pedestals seem to be inscribed with a fairly complex collection of runes, which you're immediately able to recognize as being part of the old magical language of the region quite some time ago. You don't really have any immediate knowledge on how to decipher them, unfortunately, but you can tell that the pedestals themselves do seem to have a magical effect.
Alright. Do the statues seem to be resting on the pillar or part of the plinth or whatever it is.
It looks like the statues are resting on the pedestals.
Do we want to try and move a statue off, guys, and get someone to stand on top?
Can we see if Trib can perhaps read the magic before we...
I can read any language.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, what do the runes say?
All right. So the runes, you are immediately able to identify the runes as, again, being a bit of a complicated system which works into a spell. Now, it takes you a quick moment to actually decipher exactly what the spell will do, but upon checking it, it looks like the runes will cause a wall of magic to separate whoever stands on this particular pedestal from the rest of the room. You can also see a timer function in place, but it looks like there is also another detection rune. It appears this rune will only activate upon detecting the life force of a humanoid.
I send a message to the Shield Guardian to turn around and bring the dwarf with him.
Can you communicate with them at a distance?
It's whatever the amulet does, I think. Is it like...
Shield Guardian is magically bound to the amulet as long as the Guardian is in the amulet in the same plane of existence as the amulet wearer can telepathically call the Guardian to travel to it.
Okay, fair enough. All right. So you are able to ascertain that it will take some time for the Shield Guardian to turn around and bring the dwarf back to you. You're looking at a minimum waiting time of about 20 minutes.
Right, we're going to fuck around here for 20 minutes?
Do you want to do that?
Hang on, how many of the... Do they want all of us? Like every statue we pushed over, or is it just one? So did every statue need what was it, a humanoid?
Is that to me or is that to the group?
That's to you.
Roll me insight.
So this gate over here is not open by the way, Sam.
That's correct. Insight. Will does not entirely know how to interpret the epitaphs which are on the pedestals.
Right.
He tells me, though, now with that knowledge, would it be permissible to roll another Arcana check? Does that give me some insight?
Wait, sorry, say again.
So now that Will has told us that information...
And Norloth as well as shared the information.
Yeah.
He made his
sorry. Was it Norloth? My
Yeah.
apologies. Does that allow me to roll an Arcana now, given that knowledge, to just see whether it triggers any light bulb moments at all?
If you would like.
Can I assist?
Sure.
Lucky. Maybe I'm speaking too soon.
All right, your first roll is an 8. Your second roll is, much better at a 22.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Oh, thank you, Norloth. Your wisdom was much appreciated.
It does help when you can read it.
Yes.
All right. So, probably not something we've necessarily explored before, but mentally, whenever, somebody provides help to another person, I usually consider the second role to be mostly the work of the second person providing the help. So in this particular case, you are able to have a look around at the pedestals, and it takes you some time and a very careful adjustment of one of the statues to determine that it looks like only one of the statues is required to be activated at a time before it connects with the warding system, which seems to be connected to the gate directly up ahead. However, it does look like the gate itself requires 4 additional keys. The activation of the statue is only one such key.
Who wants to reach their hand into the hole and see what they can grab after we put the dwarf on the plinth?
I have Mage Hand.
Ooh,
In fact, a
genius.
few of
So
us
do
have
I.
Mage Hand.
I think we
Yeah,
all have.
I do as well.
4 of us have Mage Hand.
Hang on.
We've been mage hand in high five the whole time. That's what I want to know.
Well, let's do it right now.
Guys, I'm going to be left out of your mage hand high five.
Okay,
No, I don't. My bad.
I'm going to
I
Mage
do not.
Hand High Five, but instead I'm going to cast Minor Illusion, so you think it's a Mage Hand.
Because yours is invisible.
All right. Can I try mage handing into one of the holes to see what I can write?
Yep. All right. So, upon casting Mage Hand into one of the 4 holes, you immediately see that the hole itself seems to suddenly become a little bit smaller, as if it's gripping onto the wrist of the Mage Hand.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if that actually changed anything with the door?
Yes, you may.
Hey guys, what happens if we all do it at the same time? So it
Yeah,
comes
yes.
to 4.
we're doing that.
Yeah, I think so. Norloth, what do you find? What do you think?
What do I think with the 15, Sam?
With the 15, you are able to track the warding system and are able to see that the Mage Hand does seem to have actually activated a second key.
All right, mage hand boys, mage hand gang.
Let's
Can we please
I actually don't
cast
have
mage
Mage Hand, unfortunately.
Who has mage hand?
I've got it.
Hey, can you twin spell Mage Hand?
Hey, yeah, no, it doesn't matter because it's a duration of 1 minute, so I can just cast another one, can't I?
Do you reckon you need to have all 4 being done at the same time?
It doesn't say concentration or anything.
No,
So
there's no concentration.
Wait, I
and-
can do Chill Touch, which creates a skeletal
Oh
hand.
no, the holes are more than the holes are. Wait a sec. I'm gonna go over here. Okay.
Once you
And
get
I'm gonna-
trimmed the bullet,
yeah, well,
Yeah,
yeah,
but you might
no,
lose trim.
yeah, no.
I can mage hand 2 of them by twin spelling it.
Well, I can do one, and
Yeah, I can do one.
Breeze can do the other.
All right. Well, Breeze, do you want to go down south? I'll move over.
You know
Well,
what?
should we wait for the dwarf to come? Let's wait for the dwarf to come. We put the dwarf in the flint, and then we activate the other keys.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna make my mage hand invisible though, so because it's cool.
Talk amongst yourself, my lads.
right?
All right, so Solturum, you're twin Mage Handing the 2 northern ones.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Breeze is doing the southern right one,
Yeah.
and Tinkrit's doing the southern left one.
I
That's correct. Yep, cool. All right. So, with that particular plan set out, you spend the next few minutes waiting for the Shield Guardian to arrive with your conquest, I suppose. Your hostage.
ally.
Your ally, of course.
I believe the correct term is minion.
Unwitting minion, the best kind.
And Tinkrit's like, yes, I remember having minions. All right.
Remember
So
when we thought stealing his stuff was bad?
Good
No,
old days.
no, I don't. And I'm very surprised that you do.
No.
So is
not
anyone
at all.
actually good?
I don't think I am. No.
I thought Solturum was
I am
meant to be.
chaotic good. But no,
Yeah, you're chaos neutral.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have
Quite the
wavered.
contrary.
I've wavered between both of those. Yes.
Okay, dudes. Comrades, I have engaged 2 of the keys.
All
I
right.
shall do the third.
So, back to what I was saying. It's about 10 minutes before you guys hear the clomping of metal on stone before the Shield Guardian finally emerges from the hidden passageway that you guys have come up through, carrying the dwarf. Those of you with a passive perception of 16 or higher, you can also hear a scurry of movement, as if there is flesh scraping across a stone, which seems to be fairly close behind it.
Right. Guys. Guys. All right, we better have a way to block off this.
Tell you what, when the DM leaves like that, you feel like God has departed.
Yeah.
There we go. Stealth.
Do I? Hang on. Have I got like a wall spell? I can just pluck up top. Wind
So-
wall.
Is Sam still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Well, I mean, I could cast minor illusion to make it look. Oh, there's a big. How wide's the door opening? It's pretty wide, right?
5 feet for each square. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yep, corridor is 40 feet across.
Okay. Well, I mean, I can do I can make a 60-foot image that appears to be a wall.
I could do wall of stone.
That's a 5th level though.
Yeah. Don't use
would-
that.
Wall of water might be alright.
Actually, I tell a lie. I booted that before the campaign started. I can't do wall of stone.
I've got wall of water. I might cast a wall of water. Actually. Well, just
Get a shield guardian.
when after the shield guardian comes in, I'll cast it.
All right. So I'm going to consider
Hang on,
this discussion
I can ask what he can see.
discussion done now because you guys wouldn't have had much time to react from what you've already got. So the shield guardian very abruptly comes out of the wall and begins to head up towards you. Behind it, you guys can see that one by one, 4 black creatures suddenly emerge from the passageway almost immediately behind it. It's going to be a quick thing. You may only have about 5 feet between it and them in order to try and block them off from coming in.
Right.
So for those,
What do they look like? Do we know what they are?
let me have a look. Please roll me a, I'm going to say Arcana for this one, actually. You guys getting a lot of Arcana checks today.
What?
I don't know nothing.
All right. Solturum and Norloth, the two of you are not actually aware of what it is. Or what, yep. Surprisingly. So you've never encountered their like in particular, but apparently Breeze has actually encountered these, and Sam, I will prompt you to give a bit of flavor as to how and why you can recognize these. So, the creatures in question are humanoids. It looks like they were once actually human themselves, but since then have undergone a strange, horrific mutation, where instead of just the standard 2 arms, it looks like they now have a total of 6 arms coming from an extra set of shoulders, which seems to have pushed their torso up and out. In total, it has completed that twice, so these creatures actually have about 6 arms. Each of these is terminating in a fairly horrific looking spike, which even from here you can tell is incredibly sharp. Now, Breeze, you simply know this creature as the Lost, and traditionally they have been creatures, those poor souls who have ended up on Shadowfell and who have simply fallen to the pervasive dark magics of that particular plane. You've not really... it's confusing as to why they may be here, I suppose, but Sam, where has Breeze encountered them before?
It's just from, like, you know, when your parents used to read your nursery rhymes as a kid to, like, scare you and make you do things like eat all your vegetables or the lost will get you and stuff like that. Like, that's where I know them from.
Yep. Alrighty. Well, in that case, you have the floor. You're the only one who recognized them, so feel free to flavor up your explanation to the rest of them.
Yeah, I guess I just turn to the group and go, oh, these guys aren't good. I don't know what we should do, but we should probably get ready to fight them.
Again?
I'm gonna cast Wall of Water. I'm just try and get in the split second between the Shield Guardian and them.
Yep. All right. So the matter of distance between them and the Shield...
Do we have an action before we roll initiative?
The distance between them and the Shield Guardian is fairly small, so to determine whether your character is going to be able to have that split-second timing, I'll get you all to roll an initiative check. Those of you who roll a 16 or higher have enough of a reaction to do so.
Yay! I'm going first for once.
I should say, comrades, it goes without saying, don't stand within 30 feet of them.
All right.
New.
So, Norloth and Tinkrit, the two of you are going to be able to react in time to cut off their progression forward. Specifically, Luke, you have rolled a nat 20 on an initiative roll, but when I haven't actually called for initiative. So you actually get this 20. Would you like to use it or stash it?
Ooh. I will stash it.
Stash it. Alrighty. Luke, where are you? There you are. Oh, and now you have departed from the coveted ranks of those who have 3, and you've joined Luke E, Addison, and Sam, who all have 4 nat 20s stashed.
Wait, I'm Luke E.
Oh, sorry. You... Wait, where am I? You, Addison, and Sam. Yes, okay. Derp.
Okay.
Okay, yep. I'm herping my derp a little bit.
There
Okay.
are these creatures.
Sorry?
Where are the creatures?
So where is your shield guardian? There. I'm going to... Oh, yeah, that was that creepy-ass owlbear, wasn't it?
Breeze, what are their weaknesses?
Do I know that?
No. So your backstory seems to indicate that they are more, from the fairy tale side of things. You don't really have the knowledge to confirm that they are real and what their weaknesses might be. Give me a quick second while I purchase a premium thing to give us the Lost as well as a bunch of other characters, but you know. It's what I'm doing once every session.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna take a bio. Be right back.
Seriously, are you purchasing something at the moment, Sam, for our game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we should check it.
No,
I
it's
think
all
we
good.
should
You guys
check it
did the
today.
subscription thing, so.
No. You can't be buying shit to run our games when you're not going to pay for us. So,
It's all good.
tell us how much it costs, and we'll. It's the Ciruimon and Tinkrit adventuring and buddiness company, and we divide everything equally. So it would be grossly unfair if we didn't divide the costs of you DMing a game.
It's like, oh crap, $5 American, so it fluctuates.
So that's that's about $20 each, isn't it?
Yeah, ends up
in Pacific peso terms.
What's a good color for these guys that stands out against the... You know what, I'm just going to do it like blood red. All right. Copy that one, and that one. Yeah, I basically go through and buy a pack every week just so I can support the artists and so forth, you know. Because I'm like, ooh, COVID, they need money. Alrighty, so you currently have the 4 unknown creatures currently heading, the Lost, currently heading towards you. Norloth and Tinkrit, Norloth, Luke, you get to go first. What does your character do?
I'm going to cast slow.
Glow.
Slow.
Oh, slow. Alright. And apparently I'm scrolled up. Why am I scrolled up? Wow, that is a lot of text. Alright, you alter time around up to 6 creatures of your choice in a 40-foot cube within range. Each target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be affected by the spell for the duration. Alright, I am probably going to assume that this will succeed because these guys do not have good wisdom, but let's find out. Alright, 1. Rolled a 6. 2.
-2.
Rolled a 14. Is that a pass?
Nope. 16's pass.
Alright. That is a 13, and that is a 16. One of them has passed.
Is that with -2?
Yeah.
Jeez, that's a good one.
Yep. That's the good one. Alrighty. So, let me quickly put a square on the battlefield so you guys can figure out where the slow field is.
Or was.
Might be, yeah. So how big was the field again? Where is it? 40-foot cube. Jesus, these things are huge. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
I might have to go a bit out of the
Further
screen.
down the corridor.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops. I accidentally filled the middle of that one in. It would have just been a massive yellow cube across the map.
Can we just assume it's filled the corridor and nowhere else?
There we go. Select and move. Alright, so I'm fairly sure it is filling the corridor. Did you want me to have it pushed into the corridor further like that, or?
Yeah.
Probably probably just about up to Trimp.
All right.
There's the shield guard, and Bolt is still there with
Yeah,
the dwarf.
but it doesn't get affected by it.
Remember, he's casting it at like the perfect moment where hopefully Bolt shouldn't be affected.
Yeah, but
Oh, yeah.
it's 6 creatures I choose, so I can just choose not to use it on him.
Okay,
Okay,
that,
cool.
that makes sense.
All right. Perfect. All right.
Although I want to go and move in and stab them. It doesn't matter. Just want to
Yeah,
get
go for
okay,
it.
cool.
Go for
Stab
it.
away.
Stab bear.
The ones with the blue dots on them are currently affected by the slow.
Gee.
The background where they are there makes it difficult to see.
They're well camouflaged.
Yeah, I tried making for a brighter thing. I can make it more bright if you'd like.
That's fair. I'm sure when they move on to the actual paving, we'll see them.
You give them a aura or something?
Yeah,
around it?
background or something.
Yeah, I've given them a very basic aura, and I've turned 2 of them now with a vivid pink color. I don't know if you guys can see that though.
Nah.
No, they
Yeah,
don't. That's alright. We know it. I can kind of see where they are. It should be fine.
the blue dots help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah.
All right. So in that case, I'll handle that side of things for you. Rob, Tinkrit is currently 35 feet away from the nearest one.
Yep.
What would you like to do?
Hex.
Hex.
There's a bonus axiom. What's all that?
GFB 5 Hex. All right.
What? It doesn't actually get hex until I hit him. Oh, never mind. Move
Did you hex the
forward.
one that's not slowed?
No.
No, I went for the nearest one. 35 feet. I can't. Oh, I can actually. Yes, I can move in there and have a stab at him because I use what's his name? I get 10 extra feet. So, Trimpy old boy. Pokes him in the ear. I will move to here. Is that 30 feet I just moved?
Yes.
And I will attack him
All right.
twice
Twice. You're not hasted this time.
with advantage.
Yeah, but he's slowed, so it cancels it out.
That's not how that works. That's not how any of this works.
What is
He
GFB?
looks like he's hasted to
Three
them.
blade.
Uh-huh.
All right, so a 14 and a 21. I should probably have the lost option
there.
now. The first one misses. The second one is a hit.
Is that with the -2 AC?
Correct. Oh wait, sorry. Actually, nope. They are both a hit.
Well, no, first it doesn't matter. It's advantage. It's my first attack.
Ah, all right.
So, 17 damage, 13 green flame blade, and 2 of hex.
32.
Oh. And 8. So this is a sneak attack. And the 4 doesn't count.
Noted.
Yep. That's. And oh, actually, a further 1d8. So otherwise, I couldn't have moved that far.
All right, so an additional 3.
Yeah.
All right, how does this first attack look when you, attack?
I spring forward and try to cut him a new hole.
Hey, you have no idea about these things. As far as you know, they don't even have one hole.
Well, I can see he's got a hole in the mouth, doesn't he? Can't I see that?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yes. And I try and cut him a couple of new holes. So yes, that's what I do. I stab him. And now I should make my second attack.
Mm-hmm.
Again, at advantage. Oh, come on, hurry up. 16 is a hit.
Yes, that is going to be a hit.
See if I can get Oh yeah.
Nope, there's a nat 20. Alright, well, you pretty much just got a nat 20, so would you like to immediately kill this guy, or would you like to stash the 20 away?
Stash, sir, stash.
Stash it is. You now have double the nat 20 stored that Michael has, and technically infinitely more than what Luke F has. Luke, you have 0.
Okay, so yeah, damage. What's that? It's like 11, 16, 2d6. Why isn't that doubling? Oh, it's not, yeah, it's not doubling.
When you crit, do you reroll hex damage as well?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, you reroll everything except the +7 bonus and the +4 for Hexblade's Curse, which I hadn't cast on him, so he doesn't get it.
Mm-hmm.
So, hang on, I've got child aggro.
Oh god.
Honey, good night.
Let's quickly do his math for him.
I'll come and say good night in a second. Cheerio.
No.
So I have to roll how many d8? 4d8. They're not within 5 feet of each other, are they? No, they're not. Okay, cool.
I like how old school it was all, D&D is all demonic and for demon worshippers, and it's just about maths.
It
So
is.
that's 76 without the 4 and the 7.
Is it doubled already? Has it doubled in there? Doesn't look like it has. Should we just double it?
I think when the crit, and then the 8, 3, and 5. I think that's the re-rolling.
Oh, it is there. Yeah, that is there. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
that's 76. in
Okay,
that
76.
box.
Take off the 4
No, I haven't added
and
the
the
4.
7.
I haven't added the 4 and the 7.
Oh, okay. Just do that then.
Right, so how much damage was it?
76.
76.
Alright, well, how do you want to kill this guy?
I want to cut off all how many limbs? 6 limbs,
Yep.
and make him scurry like a beetle.
You need to knock some of his legs off for that, don't you?
Yeah. I cut off, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cut the legs off, and then I pin him to the ground like a beetle or like a butterfly in Buffalo Bill's house.
That's fucking morbid. What do you think you did as a child? Like, fuck me now.
And then I've got still 5 foot of movement, so I will move back 5 feet.
Alright. So, as you snickety snack off of its limbs, it lets out a hollow scream, which pretty much contains all of the despair and torment that it's been going through in the millennia since presumably its death and its perpetual wandering from here. It doesn't take long before its twitching just abruptly ends and it falls lifelessly to the ground.
See you later.
Alright.
Who's this here?
Sorry? Oh, that's the Shield Guardian.
That's shit. Okay.
He's going to have a punch at the next one. He dumps the dwarf and then has a punch at this guy. Why not?
That poor dwarf.
Yeah, well, don't be unconscious near
He's
us,
gonna
right?
wake up with like brain damage.
Alright. This is attack. There.
I'm gonna put that there. This is gonna be our
14.
dwarf.
14 a hit.
14 is going to be a hit.
First attack. 7. There's 11 points of damage. And second fist. The hit for another 11 points of damage. 22 punching damage.
Alright.
Jesus, like Mike Tyson from Valhalla.
Alright, so that was 37 points of damage.
Beg your pardon?
That was 37 points of damage.
No, he did 22 points of damage.
Oh, 22, alright.
Where did
Alright.
you set 37 from?
That was me just trying to figure out which ones were advantage and which ones weren't. Alright, what's the flavor there? Your Shield Guardian jumps forward?
Yep. he just stomps forward, stomp, and goes left arm jab, right arm cross, both of which connect, snapping the head back. The guy and the lost is looking mentally lost.
Noted. All right, and that's it for your turn?
That's it for my turn.
Excellent. All right, in that case, gentlemen, you may now roll yourselves into initiative.
Oh, we roll initiative again.
Where is my initiative bar? There it is.
I wonder why everyone else's rolls into the tracker and mine doesn't. What are you guys doing differently?
Clicking on your token before you do it.
Click on your button on
then-
D&D.
Or
And
just
then
click on the
roll.
token of your character in Roll20 and then roll initiative.
Right. Let's try that
Really?
again. Feel free to use my old initiative, but yeah, okay, that works. That makes sense. Don't use that new initiative though. Like it's in there now.
Noted. All right, so Tinkrit just rolled a 22. Solterm rolled 13. Ah.
That's the highest initiative I've rolled, I think.
No, there was that one time you rolled an 18.
No.
An 11 for Norloth. Will roll the
10.
The 10. And Breeze rolled. Where's Breeze? 16. And everybody else is apparently doubled up. Okay, well, that's confusing. And apparently I just rolled an 8.12 for the Lost.
This might be a one-turn combat.
We will.
It has been lately.
Yeah, pretty much. So what you're saying is I need to start sending tougher things.
No, it's very challenging and difficult, and I love it.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. So round one begins. Tinkrit and the Shield Guardian. Go.
1, 2, 3. I'll whack this guy. I've moved Hex to him. Do that again. Case.
Oh, there's another nat 20. Can we just assume that Rob's going to cheese this entire combat and the rest of you guys can go for another break?
I've already fallen asleep.
Rob, stashing or using?
Again.
The one behind him gets 2d8 plus 4, is it, from Green Flame Blade? Yes, plus 4. So he gets 12 points of damage from the Green Flame Blade. And he gets one other d8 because I'm using Slashing Flourish.
Did you just roll another natural 20?
Yes.
He did.
That's outrageous.
So how much does it do? 14, 19.
Oh, I also did the math before my 40 20s in a row. It's like 1 in 160,000.
That's incredible. now you've blown my mind with it.
Or an easy download of a macro.
Yeah, that's true. I wish, honestly, I wish I macroed that.
Is it just me, or is there only 2 people in the turn order?
71.
Yeah, I can only see the...
That's 71 points of damage.
Well, how do you want to kill this one?
Get that.
How would you like to kill this one?
Again, I turn him into a beetle. I'm making a collection. And I say, it puts a lotion on its skin!
Like Addison said, I worry for your childhood, Rob. All right. So this one barely gets out another bone-chilling howl before you puncture its lungs, and it jitters and then falls silent finally.
Okay, and then I will move underneath the trim and have a stab at the other guy, again with advantage. Ugh. The halfling 1, and
And then he'll get an actual 1, and then he gets
19.
The 19 does hit.
Okay, so he gets 21, 29, 32, 39 points of damage, plus 1d8. 40 points of damage.
All right. So for that particular one, it's going to be fairly severely damaged, but you have not been able to kill it yet. For this one, I'll allow you to remove 2 of its arm spikes if you're so inclined. So go ahead and flavor.
I do. I remove the spikes from the arms. Look a little bit disgruntled at not being able to pin a third butterfly to my wall, and say, "Bolt, finish him!" And then I step back. Actually, where's it one? 2, 3, 4. Yeah, to there. So he moves forward and has 2 attacks. And misses with the first one, I imagine.
He does indeed.
Oh, he gets advantage because of trim. 16 is a hit.
That is a hit.
So damage is 8.
Mm-hmm.
And the second one. Oh, yeah.
Here's a nat 20 for the Shield Guardian, so we will automatically use that. Sure, that's what happened.
5 anyway. Yeah. Double up. So 20 points of damage.
Yep.
So he does a total of 28.
All right. So your Shield Guardian is going to obliterate that one. What happens?
He basically stomps on it until it's jelly. And I look very sad. So I asked you to save him for me.
All right. So the rest of you guys have just witnessed Tinkrit and his Shield Guardian functionally curb stomp 2 of these creatures, which, again, Breeze, you've really only heard of in fairy tales and nightmares. Coming up next is Breeze himself.
I am going to take a seat, get out my wood carver's tools, and just start wiggling some. Yeah. What am I going to do for my chance?
Noted. All right. Well, Solturum then.
Really, there's not much left to do, but obviously I'm going for that one there.
I can use a hand with this wood carving if you want to give me a hand. Solturum.
No, I just have the urge to shoot some fire, so...
Fish got to swim, Solturum got to burn.
You've got advantage. Trip is there.
Oh, I've got advantage, so...
Doesn't the help function
I'm
only...
firebolting.
The help function only gives melee advantage, doesn't it?
I don't know.
It doesn't really matter.
Sure it does.
I'm
Does it?
firebolting him, so, and I got a 19, so...
I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Sure. All right. So a 19 is going to hit this guy. Any particular flavor?
I am going to twin spell because what the hey, and shoot. Looking at that, there's too many people within the range, isn't there? So I am going to firebolt again. Did that work? No. Oh, I got that. Okay. There we go. Did that one hit? No, it'll be the 10 because something was going slow there. So ignore the 12.
Okay, yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah.
All right, the 10 is not going to hit, no.
Okay, so I hit him up for 21 damage in the first one.
Yep. All right. So Solturum very quickly sketches out one of the minor symbols of fire with his fingertips, and the rest of you can feel a burst of flame hot enough that it tightens the skin in the direction that Ciruimon is standing in. You guys can see that heat has begun to ripple off of his fingertips as an ball of fire explodes out with the force of an arrow and slams directly into the last remaining lost which stands there. It gives a howl as your flame burns through one of its shoulder joints, and there is a thump as one of its arms simply burns off onto the ground.
Nice.
Right, anything else for your turn?
No, that's it. Unlike Lord Tinkerus, I like to share the carnage around.
You like the slow burn?
I like to make sure everyone feels like that they've been part of the team that's achieved a, magnificent victory.
Fair enough. All right, in that case, Norloth, you're up.
I guess I'll just move over a little bit, and I'll Eldritch Blast him.
All right. I'm assuming you're rolling and it's just being slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bit of a delay at the moment, eh?
What time? Whoa, that's a lot.
I think you should
It's
go with
only
the
the
first
first
one.
four. The first four because with advantage.
All right. So 29 is a hit, and yes, they're all both hits.
Take the ones with the most damage. The 8 and the 9.
Well, yeah, those would be the ones that would have hit, yeah. So 17 in total. All right, any flavor you want to add, or do you want me to?
You can.
By the way, it works for ranged and melee.
It says there has to be a creature in 5 feet of the.
You can aid a
target.
friendly creature in attacking a creature within 5 feet.
It's just the creature that's being attacked has to be within 5 feet.
Yeah.
So range is okay.
Huzzah, rules as written. All right, so Norloth. Wow, that was bad. Norloth, seeing your fellow mage go ahead and initiate a powerful fire spell, you call upon one of your default spells and quickly begin to sketch one of the minor symbols of entropy yourself. You feel the magic beginning to flow through you much easier than it normally does, and you note that with some surprise. However, you quickly discard that and promise to ruminate upon it later as you eject the bolts of the Eldritch Blast into the body of this creature. Alright, that is a 17 damage. Let me have a look. It helps if I keep that up, doesn't it? Alright, it is still alive. It looks like it doesn't actually encounter too much problem as the spell slams into it. It gives a bit of an angered howl, and you guys can see that the location that the Eldritch Blast is slammed into it seems to immediately age, and considering this thing is a bit more of a desiccated husk than anything, you can see part of its body begin to whittle off into dust, especially the shoulder socket which has been burned off.
Alright, so it's not dead. I'll quicken cast another Eldritch Blast at it.
Yep. All right. Well, that looks like a nat 20.
There you go.
Followed by a 27. All right. Let's put that together. That's going to be an 18 plus 8. Okay, so that's 26 damage. Do you want to stash your 20 or use it?
I'll stash it.
Stash it. All right. So 26 damage. Flavor that one up for me while I locate where my spreadsheet is.
I'll just shoot another Eldritch Blast. First one straight in the head.
That thing is dust.
Yeah, did I kill it or?
All right. So with the second one, you can see that part of its body is now just actively beginning to rot off. Its skin falls off it in sloughs and you can see a raw green muscle being exposed underneath. It gives a pained howl, agonized, which almost burns into your ears. However, it is still standing.
More importantly, how's my wood carving coming along?
Well, you just started that less than 6 seconds ago, so you're probably still choosing which wood.
Okay, cool. Just make this sculpture of Tinkred stabbing these figs.
Nah, that'll give him a big head.
He already has.
Bigger.
I'm doing a sculpture of Tinkret with a big head.
A bobblehead.
Yeah, Tinkret bobblehead.
Yeah.
Alright.
Tinkred body proportion is like 60% head, alright?
Well, he is a halfling, so yes. Alright, Addison, Will's turn.
Hang on, I'm getting a turn in combat.
I know, right?
Hold up. What? Alright,
Will begins to
I
sob
will.
incoherently.
I'm gonna cast... I'm not gonna waste a second level. I'll go cast Poison Spray in at the last one.
Hmm?
You gotta make a 16 con save.
The con save is a 13.
Cool, so he's just taking the 9 points of damage.
9? Alright.
Yep.
Alright. So the poison that sprays out and hits it, you can see that it is just immediately sinking into its various wounds, and even from here, it is trying to just clamber forward, stretching for Tinkret with a barely moving, shuddering spine, but it's still moving.
I thought we were at just enough. Okay. I don't have much damage as a bonus action. Wait, let me have a look. No, all good. That is all then. We'll let them have a turn before, they die.
Alright. So, this creature, barely standing, I think it's now poisoned, and all of the above. It has pretty much just encountered the worst encounter of its late afterlife. Let me have a look at what its movement speed is in a slow field. Affected speed is halved. Okay, it is not going to be able to reach anyone, I believe. No, actually. 5, 10, 15, and it is next to our dwarf.
No!
Really are going to kill him.
Attack of opportunity to the shield guardian.
Wait, where's the shield guardian? Oh, there.
It should be basically on top of him.
Yeah, I could barely see it past the X.
He was under trim.
Oh, he was under trim. Okay. In
Does
that
Trim get a
case...
opportunity attack as well?
Well,
Sorry?
no, because he doesn't attack.
Familiars, yeah, can't attack.
Let's have a look.
He can poke and tickle and whisper.
Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum. Not that one, not that one. Yeah, I pretty much have no options that I can really do with this one. Alright. In that case, it is going to try and go for the only living presence, the closest living presence it can detect in the form of the dwarf. The shield guardian is going to get an attack of opportunity.
It's not going to try and hit the shield guardian?
The shield guardian's not alive, so
Okay.
it wants them sweet, sweet life force.
Rightio. A miss. He doesn't get advantage anymore, I don't think. 19. 12 points of damage.
Wait, where is it? Oh, yeah, I was scrolled up again. Herp-de-derp-derp-derp. Alright, so the 10 is not going to hit, the 19 is going to hit the 12, and it was 12 points of damage, you said?
Yep.
Alright, how do you want the shield guardian to kill it?
He jellifies it again.
Squelch, squelch. So, between the poison and everything, a very sharp, very acidic smell begins to permeate the chamber. It smells of rotting flesh, which has begun to coagulate into this horrific soup of brown muscle, green muscle, and a greyish off-cast skin. And again, it's just completely dissolving in the poison that Will spat before. It's a terrible smell, but you guys are now free of these creatures, and you cannot see any further ones behind them.
Matt, right. Let's fucking chuck old mate up on the pedestal.
Well done, chaps. Splendid idea, Will.
All right.
Hey, Breeze, how's your carving going?
Well, I can't decide. What do you want your likeness to be made out of, Tinker? Do you want oak, poplar, some walnut?
Gold, of course.
Well, I'm making wood carvings here.
Oh, well, you didn't tell me. I was busy killing things.
Dogwood.
All right. Yep.
Make it out of a bonsai tree.
I pull out a piece of dogwood and start carving Tinkrit's likeness.
Woof woof. Well done.
All right, so you guys currently still have the 3 statues on the pedestals before you. Which statue would you like to move?
Oh. Hang on. Okay. Let's just move the one straight in front of us.
That one? All right. Okay, so it is a very heavy statue. Please roll me a strength to move it.
Didn't roll.
Hey!
Oh, look, another
Whoa.
nat 20.
You are on fire.
I don't know what's happening today.
5 in one go. 5 in one game.
And 2 of them for strength checks for moving angels.
Will had his fucking Weet-Bix this morning.
I've had 3 and I'm still not winning.
Yeah, but all of his has been like on the strength.
That's what I mean. It's amazing.
I'm assuming you're wanting to stash that, Addison?
Yes, please.
All right, stashed, and with that, Luke, E, and Addison, you both have 5 apiece. Rob has 7, and Sam is
8.
bringing up third with 4. Wait, you have 8?
I did 2 and the Shield Guardian did 1.
Oh, Shield Guardian gets triggered immediately because it's Shield Guardian. Zzz.
Oh, but the owl got 1 for Sam.
Yeah, I triggered that one for him, though, didn't I?
Go. No.
Nope. Okay, well, in that case, I will give you 8. I apologize. I try to apply consistency, but my memory says no. All right, 8
Alright,
it is.
Let's make the statement from here. Familiars can't get 20s.
Noted. All right.
Characters are.
So, Addison, you have full control over manipulating the statue, apparently. Anything special you want to do?
I
Begin
fly
bench
and
pressing
kick
it,
to the
maybe.
ground.
All
What was
right. Begin bench pressing it, perhaps.
that? No. I fly kick it and it topples over.
All right. Again, you guys are subject to an immense cracking sound as it hits the ground. Part of the statue shatters off, but the pedestal itself is now glowing with a reassuring white humming light.
Right, chuck old mate up there. Let's get Bolt to put the dwarf on the pedestal again.
All right. So, upon being laid on the pedestal, the dwarf kind of just rolls over and just lets out an outright snore by this point. However, under him, the pedestal begins to glow more brightly, and with a shink noise, you guys see a wall of magic begin to separate him and the rest of the room. So he's functionally in just a giant transparent magical tube right now.
I think we should chuck the other Lost on the pedestals. They're humanoids, are they not?
Shouldn't we just try and mage hand to see if we only need to do 1 first?
I'm open to anything.
Let's try and mage hand these things, and then...
Did we, with our Arcana checks, did we know that if the humanoid had to be alive or not?
A humanoid does have to be alive.
Yeah, well, there you go. No more. We can't go with the lost idea. I wonder if Sam originally thought that we were going to put this dwarf on the thing and plan for it.
You will never know.
I'm mage handing my 2 keys.
Yeah, I'm mage handing my one, and I think Rob needs to mage hand this one. Or tinker it.
All right. So when all 4 mage hands are within the holes, you guys hear a small grind as each of the mage hands is suddenly gripped by some mechanism on the other side. After that, you guys can sense that the magical wards are beginning to readjust themselves towards the gate, and before you hear the ominous rumbling as the gate's magical defenses begin to disable, and the gate itself begins to slowly amble open.
I'm going to go into stealth mode again.
Bye.
So that's a 27 for Tinkrit to go into stealth mode. So none of you know where he is anymore.
Hang on. Breeze might be able to beat that.
Yeah, I might go for a little hide. Why not?
I'm going to try as well.
Yes, I can't hear you.
An 11 for Sultan. Oh, look, it's the highest you've ever rolled on stealth.
And I've got like a +4 in stealth too, which is like not bad.
How do you keep rolling so lowly on stealth then?
Oh no, stealth is my weakness.
Wow. All right. Breeze gets a 23. All right. So 2 of you are in stealth. 1 of you is kind of in stealth.
One of you is just crouched.
Crouched behind the halflings.
Hi there, everybody.
Hello.
Hey, Felix.
I have something strange to say. You know how, like, whenever somebody gets a good stealth check, the DM just doesn't really bother, and they just say, "You don't know where they are."
Sometimes, yep.
Do you feel personally attacked now, Sam?
Nah.
No, he's looking at multiple DMs. I do the same thing.
I always do it as a joke. Like, I assume that they might have a way to communicate with their party as to exactly where they are, but unless they explicitly tell everybody that, hey, I'm over here, then for all intents and purposes, if they can't see you with their passive perception, they have no idea where you are.
You ain't seen me, right?
Exactly. Because passive perception is basically how perceptive you are and whether you can actually see anyone.
I'm going to use minor illusion to keep casting a speech bubble in different locations that says "I'm over here," "No, I'm over here," "No, I'm over here."
Oh, I've got that as well. Minor illusion. Yeah. Let's do that just for fun.
Wouldn't cast in a
Hey,
stealth
Breeze,
or-
I'm over here.
Does that not defeat the purpose of being stealthed? We can just see where you are, and so can presumably the other people.
No, the speech bubble's here. And then
Yeah,
here.
I'm moving it around, like into all different locations. So
All right. Well, that's not helpful at all.
I feel like me and Will are just having a conversation, and it's just like, why the hell do they keep doing this? Like every single time.
There's no one around. I don't know why they're hiding.
This just makes us go slower, and they already walk slower.
Oh no, one of them I think walks at a normal speed now.
Yeah, Breeze walks at regular speed.
It's because of his boots, which I'm imagining like come up to his thighs now. Like mid-thighs.
Yeah, he's got thigh-high boots.
Yeah.
no, I don't know.
What's in boots?
They make him feel sexy.
If I
Hey,
do,
boots are made for walking.
I'm going to cast silent image on my boots so that they look like regular boots.
I mean, to be fair, they were belonging to a dwarf, so they probably do actually fit you.
Okay, cool.
Don't magical.
Okay, they're
boot
only knee
armor
high,
that stuff
aren't
change shape.
Sorry?
You go, Luke.
They're just knee-high boots, alright? Not fly-high.
It's not canon.
Alrighty. So, what do you guys do from here?
Guess we're heading through that door, right?
Whoop.
Alright, so Trimp floats through.
Invisible trip.
And Breeze goes through the door. Alrighty, well, let's have a look here. So, Breeze, there is a sudden shunk noise as you cross the threshold. Please roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Alrighty. So, what happens is, when you cross the threshold, there is a sudden shunking noise, and immediately a set of darts shoot out from the wall, and they scrape across your skin, not doing too much damage. Apparently, they are going to do 9 damage. Okay. They can do decent damage, 9 damage in total. However, that is all. You are able to identify, it looks like there was a poison on these darts, but it looks like age has rendered it inert.
Well, that's lucky then.
A little bit.
And everybody else is like, wait, did Sam actually use a trap?
Can I? Maybe I can half that damage, right?
Dexterity saves for halves, isn't it?
Well, I suppose a trap's not an attacker, right?
No.
No, I can't.
Alright, so the rest of you suddenly see one of your halfling companions suddenly get pin-cushioned as these darts shoot out of the wall. Any reactions?
Ouch! Oh dear boy, that must have hurt.
You're right, mate.
How did you see me get hurt? Aren't I invisible?
Not with pins sticking out of you?
We can only assume.
Yeah, I'm good. I hurt a
you got
little
hit?
bit, but not too much. Just don't tread on the pressure plate.
Alright.
So there wasn't a gate or anything that closed. We can still walk through.
You can still walk through.
Cool.
Alright.
I'm gonna wait till everyone's through and then pick up the dwarf just to see if the gate closes or if we can continue to bring him with us.
Yep. Alright.
Can we get through first before we do that?
Yeah, I said everyone else gets through.
So,
I'm probably going to stay with you just in case you can't actually activate the spell.
Yeah. I think I might do the same.
It's best for us to all sit where we're all together, I think.
Yeah.
We can just take the dwarf back up on the way back, can't we?
Get the
That's
shield
true.
guardian to hold the door if you want to do that.
I don't want him to get squashed.
Why don't we just lift the dwarf off while we're all in the room?
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
alright. So, you guys go back and pick up the dwarf and remove him from the pedestal. So the pedestal by this point has stopped glowing and has reverted back to its original form. When you guys pick up the dwarf, the pedestal glows once more, and once you move off of it, the gate towards the end grinds shut once more.
Alright, I guess he's gonna be here for the next couple hours.
Alright, let's do that again.
Guys, I'm not working through first. If that dart trap's reset, that's all on you.
Alright, I'll go
You know where
first and
was,
tank it.
right?
Sorry?
Sure.
Sam, do we know where the pressure plate is now? Because
If we can identify it.
breathe.
I mean, I know, but
But I'm not gonna tell you.
We did see the dart stop, so we've got a decent idea.
you were miles away holding your thing open, mate.
I'm here. Here, boy. Here.
70 feet.
No, I'm here.
Alright. So, with the dwarf replaced back on the pressure plate, the magical wall of force reasserts itself, and that is it.
Okay, guys, let's go.
Alright, let's get going.
No, the door isn't open yet.
Oh,
Oh, for fuck's sake, double mage hand.
Still made, man.
You are just burning the sorcery points.
I know.
Alright. So, again, about a minute later, the magical wards are thoroughly reset and the gate opens once more.
Right.
alright, let's get going.
Hell.
Alright. So now that you are aware of roughly where it is, Addison, in order to cross this threshold, can you please roll me a quick dexterity check?
Dex check.
That is an 18. Alright, so rather than risking going through, you decide to take the most obvious and easy option to avoid the pressure plate and just vault over the doorway itself. Sorry, through the doorway and to the base of a set of stairs.
Alright. Right, stairs now. Everyone else, watch that bloody pressure plate.
We don't have to jump over it. We're all right.
Well, if you want to get through, roll me dexterity.
Can I roll acrobatics?
Yes, you may.
You want that from all of us?
Ideally, yes. Touche there, Luke. Touche. All right, so Rob with an 18 in acrobatics, you're going to get it through. Solturum, you'll be setting up a small barrier magically between yourself and where you saw the darts shoot out. Norloth,
Can I use kinetic plant?
sorry?
Or connect kinetic barrier before I go across?
That's what I just did.
Yeah, it's what he just did.
Yeah, cool. I'll do the same.
All right. So you
Oh,
have
no,
all
did any
passed
darts
from the
shoot
looks of
out
things.
at all?
Sorry.
Did any darts shoot out at all?
No, you guys have all successfully gone through. So I'm most interested in the acrobatics that Rob has done. So what did Tinkrit do to acrobatics his way through?
He sprang through the air, and of course, as is his wont, landed on one of his team members, and did that kind of weird move that they do at the end of like gymnastics. They kind of bend their back, arch their back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that one.
He does that.
Reverse cowgirl. What?
The gymnasts that you've been in contact with may be a little bit different to the ones I've watched on television.
What Olympics are you watching? All right. And Luke, actually both Lukes, flavor it up for me. What do you do with your kinetic barriers?
Oh, I see what happened to Breeze, and I observed my comrades jumping over what appears to be a pressure plate, and I just really can't be bothered because I know my limited athletic capabilities are such that I'm just going to get punched. So I just flip out a kinetic barrier cantrip and project a barrier of kinetic energy all around my body and just stroll on through.
I watched Solturan do that. I'm like, I'll just do that as well.
Alrighty.
That's smart.
When Solturum does so, you guys hear the sound of pinging as many of these darts just suddenly begin to ricochet off of the kinetic barrier and fall harmlessly to the ground, as both Solturum followed by Norloth are able to get through unscathed. Sam, you also did a 12 in acrobatics. You're going to be able to get through, but it won't be anywhere near as 10 out of 10 acrobatics jump that Tinkrit did because you got a 12. So, what do you do?
I don't know. I just guess I almost tripped, but kind of save it at the last second. But still fall on my face.
Stumble, looks up, nailed it.
Do the whole like gymnastics landing thing.
Everybody else is watching. They hold up scorecards. Alrighty. So, you guys have been able to successfully get through that. And yes, you could have actually disarmed that with thieves' tools, which I was actually expecting you guys to do. So, joke's on me.
Considering I've got proficiency in that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you need thieves' tool for when you can just cast a shivering barrier of energy around yourself?
Why do something
Can I try
mundane
it
like
now?
that when you can just, reject the forces of nature and enforce your will upon the enduring cosmos?
If I have a choice between manual and defying the laws of physics, I'll take denying the laws of physics every time.
Yep, this is fair. Alrighty, so you guys have gotten past this and you are now at the bottom of a set of stairs which is leading upwards. Now, Solturum, from your previous investigations in this room using your arcana, you were kind of vaguely aware that there seems to have been a magical presence somewhere up ahead of you, and now that you're at the set of stairs, your subconscious mind kind of brings that to the forefront and lets you know that up ahead there seems to be a fairly strong magical force.
Can I roll Arcana again to see whether I can divine anything further from that of it?
Sure.
No.
An 8.
No, tapped out. Big magical force up ahead. Can't tell you any more about it.
Thanks. That's useful.
Cosmic computer said nah.
Yeah, Norloth, do you want to see whether you can have a chocolate trying to work out what's going up ahead?
Is this what you guys are going to keep doing? One sorcerer fails on an arcana and the other one jumps up and does it?
Yeah, we're collegiate.
Until you put a stop to it.
Well, I won't put a stop to it, but I'll look very disapproving.
I'm taking the Rob approach to role-playing, where I just assume stuff is okay until you say no.
Fair enough.
That's a good way to do it.
Well, that is fair. I mean, I'm easygoing. It's not like I call you guys out on much, so... Anywho.
Yeah, we cheat ruthlessly, too.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Are you, though?
Yes, I am.
No, I don't cheat because I don't know.
I live with Thomas and he listens to us. I am aware of everything I do wrong.
Okay, then.
Alright. So, with a 17... a 15... Norloth, you are able to divine that directly ahead of you, it feels like there was a magical source which seems to have been empowering a powerful magical ritual. To what effect, you're not entirely sure. However, the confusing part is you're not able to sense any humanoid up ahead anymore that is capable of doing so. So it feels like somebody has started off a ritual and then they've just abruptly disappeared.
Okay.
Interesting.
Do I know if it's like a necrotic ritual or...
You are not able to tell what sort of ritual it is. You would need to be physically there to investigate the reagents and runes in question.
Alright. I guess we'll just go forward then.
Alrighty.
Keep it going.
Alright, so as you guys head up these stairs, followed by your shield guardian and Trimp, you very quickly stumble onto another landing area, and immediately as you move out, you can see that you seem to have stumbled on to a magical ritual. You can see a glowing magical circle on the ground, which is currently still humming with the magical power, and most confusingly, you can see a body currently lying on the magical circle itself, covered by a dark sheet of what looks like leather. Even as you look around, you can't see anybody else, but you are able to see that it only looks like this particular person has either fallen asleep or passed away only very recently.
Alright. So we can't tell if they're alive or dead. They're just unconscious at the very...
Well, this is my description on you guys entering the room, so...
Right.
That doesn't look like a sheet to me.
Can I use my passive perception of 22 to see if they're alive and or dead?
Yes, you may. With your...
Spare the dying.
You... What?
I cast that.
Spare the dying. Alright. So, with your passive of perception of 22, Will is able to immediately tell that the person in question is dead, and even as you focus your eyes on the person, you can see that their body seems to be slowly sliding under the sheet in question. However, you cannot see any distension coming from under the sheet. It looks like the sheet is flat and that the person in question simply has no legs.
Right. Yeah, no, it's not going to work. Can I?
I'm gonna cast Fireball at it.
No. I want to tear the sheet off first. Tear the sheet off.
No, seriously, I think I'll cast Fireball at it. You got to give me a reason not to blow the fuck out of that thing.
I'm standing next to it.
Yeah, me too.
No, I thought Will said.
Where's Trimp gone? Oh, he's underneath me. No, he's not.
So did we perceive that the person was alive?
They're dead.
They're dead.
Like unconscious?
Did you
or
actually
dead?
get to this? Yeah, did you actually get to the stage of touching it?
If he said it's dead,
I thought Will said no. This thing is dead, and you didn't pass further dying.
Yeah, I'd still be
I would-
very close to it.
I think I would have approached to check out if it was alive or dead.
Well, can
wouldn't
you
get
please
the
move
circle.
right away from it? Yeah, I'd move right away from it. I'm just gonna hit it with a fireball.
Right. I'll take a step back. Do what you will.
All right. So you begin to sketch the same magical runes that you did before and surge them out towards the sheet that is currently covering the creature. That is a dexterity 35. Give me a quick sec. Alright, so the creature in question gives a screeching noise, more akin to those of bats, as the sheet just immediately lifts off of the dead person, and even as it does so, you guys can see that it looks like the person has actually had half of their body completely consumed very cleanly by whatever this particular creature is.
Very long legs.
Yes, well, shh.
Yeah, they go all the way up.
Alright.
It's definitely not a halfling.
So with it having moved, it turns to you and lets out a resounding bellow into the darkness, and you guys could hear the flapping sound and abruptly 4 more of these creatures appear out of the darkness and begin to surge towards you all at once.
How much damage did the fireball do to it?
It was able to make its dexterity saving throw, so I believe that is 18 damage total.
Okay.
Where's Trim
Oh,
He's dead.
and Bolt?
they're dead, Jim.
So are we rolling for initiative now?
Yep, give me a quick sec while I bring Trimp and Trimp and Rob over.
Bolt.
Damn it.
Okay, we are going to be starting with that. Alright, so yes, gentlemen, you may now roll yourselves into initiative. It looks like Solturum is the first, who got a 6. Will got himself a 7. Crap, which one's Will? That one.
Who's got the? Is it Rivka that has the rapier of warning?
Yes.
Okay.
Fucking Grifka.
The one time he'd be really useful.
Yeah. This is like the one. Yeah, this is really the thing that he would have been. He would have been good.
He would have claimed those things were demons, tried to kill them all, claimed these things were demons, killed them all.
Watch the fact that they are demons. I can guarantee you.
And apparently they rolled a 5.15 on their initiative. Wow, that is a low-ass initiative. Alright.
Do you roll their initiative through D&D Beyond?
Yeah.
Because I was going through my things, the options when I was like, how am I rolling so many 20s? And if you go down in Beyond 20 settings, there is a button that's, hang on, it's about things. So the reason why you get decimal points is because there's a button that says, I'm trying to find it, dice formulas. I can't find it now, but I was reading it before, and it's something about adds a decimal place after you.
Oh,
make
to break
a-
any
a-
initiative
a-
ties. Yep. got
Yeah.
it. Okay, I might turn that off then, because that's very annoying. Excellent. Alrighty. So, in that case, to no one's surprise, it looks like Tinkrid is first up in battle. So, everyone go for that bio break again. Alright.
I'm gonna start wood carving.
Sorry?
I'll just start making my wood carving again.
Okay.
How damaged does that thing look?
Give me a quick sec. You are not able to tell whether it looks actively damaged.
Right, I suppose I should try and stab it then.
Yeah. Oh.
So I'm within range because it's large.
Sorry?
I'm assuming that I'm within range there because it's large.
Yes, you are definitely in range.
Okay. Not Eldritch Blast. Ignore that. Oh, come on.
So much rolling.
So the first one. Cast, what's his name? Hex on it. And, so yeah, so 12, 23, 30, 35, 44. 44 points of damage. First attack.
44 points of damage. Yes, both of those hit. Alright, flavor it up for me.
I try to poke holes in its wings so I can't fly very well.
Alright.
So slow tonight.
It's almost immediate for me. I don't know what you guys are doing.
And the second one, 18, 28, 33, 42 points damage. And I haven't used slashing. And then I'll use hex to use my bonus. I'll still 1, 2, 3 move to here. And where's Bolt?
He is.
Sorry. Going as fast as I can. Miss.
That's alright.
Miss, I imagine. 12? Miss?
Sorry?
Sam? 12 is a hit or a miss?
A 12 is a miss.
And 1 is a definite miss.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, I get to actually use this one. Because it's Bolt. Alright. Ooh, what can I do for this case? Alright, so as Bolt sidles up to this creature, your slashing and attacking into it has caused a fair amount of damage, and parts of its body have actually fallen off as you have functionally managed to skin it a little bit. However, as Bolt approaches, he begins to grab for it, only for the creature in question to wrap its limbs around Bolt, and there is a sudden crunching noise. You're not entirely sure what just happened, but Bolt abruptly freezes as this creature is suddenly torn apart by his mechanisms and joints. Bolt is now unable to move as this creature's remains are jammed into his circuitry.
Ka!
Well, that's one down.
Wow, that is a giant red X. Might just remove it, I think. All right. So Breeze is next.
I mean, I don't get advantage, so I can't use my sneak attack. I know what I'm going to do.
You could step back and hide, and then use your sneak attack.
No, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to dash at this one, and I'm going to move at this one, and then I'm going to attack it with my rapier and use booming blade. Rapier. 15 hit.
15 is a hit.
Okay, so it takes 9 piercing, and then I need to do 1d8, right? So that takes 4 more. I didn't roll on here. Hold up, I'll do it. So 3 more. So it does 12 damage.
Yep.
And then I'll dash back to where I am, and if it moves, it takes another 2d8.
Alrighty. So, as you rush up to this creature and begin to slash away at it, it is moving fairly dexterously as it begins to float through the air. To you guys, it looks like it is an old cloak which seems to have regained sentience and is now just actively floating around. If you have a passive Arcana of 17, your character will know what it is.
Yay, me.
North?
Will they know its weaknesses and everything?
They will not. They will just know its name. Alrighty. So, for Norloth, this is a creature from the Vaaderlund fairy tales, and you simply know it as a Curamanto. It is functionally just a strange sheet which seems to have gained sentience of somehow, and like I said, it's coming from the Vaaderlund fairy tales, but there isn't too much that you actively know. You are kind of surprised to actually see them here because you have only ever heard stories of these creatures flying around at night and abruptly coming out of nowhere in order to smother and then consume any creature unfortunate enough to be around when they are hunting.
Okay.
Sorry, how do you spell that?
Curamanto?
Yeah.
Give me a sec.
Cool.
Alrighty. So, Norloth, your turn.
I will move to here. I will cast Shadow Blade and then cast Green Flame Blade.
Alright.
And that should do the same as a that should be 18 to hit.
18 hit, that is definitely a hit.
Cool. So that's 12 damage.
12?
And then 16 damage.
16 damage. Alright. Flavor it up for me.
I turn my Rod of the Packkeeper into a scythe.
Mm-hmm.
And just go up as green flames consume the blade and slice into its wing.
Alright. So, it wobbles mid-air as it desperately tries to evade you. You are able to get off a few nicks and scratches, but you are successfully able to shave off part of its wing. As a result, it does begin to fly in an almost lopsided gait. Anything else?
No, that's it.
No. Alrighty. Will.
Alright. Okay, everyone, for the first time ever, I'm going to get Leaf Erikson to for one a turn. Two, I'm gonna get Leaf Erikson to slowly make his way to this guy here. He only moves 20 feet around, so he'll get there. But that's okay. I only need him next round. If we get that far. Anyway, and then I'm going to cast Moonbeam on the one directly to my left. Let me find Moonbeam there. Oh, we're doing 4 damage, lovely. And then I will, as a bonus action, turn into a saber-toothed tiger.
Saber-toothed tiger. All right.
Meow.
So, I'm sorry, you were moonbeaming onto that one?
Moonbeaming onto that one, yeah.
All right. So, in that case, where is my thingy? Constitution saving throw. All right, and it rolls a 9.
So we'll just take all of that damage.
All right.
Radiant damage. Okay. And then, yeah, I'm going to turn into a Save the Tiger and then move... Oops. And then move 40 feet in the direction of it. So I will be right on top of it. Actually, no, I only move 20 feet. So next to Leif Erikson.
Tiger only moves 20 feet.
No, he moves 40 feet, but I only want to move 20 feet. So because I get a pounce ability if I run 20 feet and then hit. So that'll be my run up next round.
Alrighty.
That's me.
And that's you. Alright, Solturum.
Okay, I'm going to go and hit this one up here. Hold a second, I'll ping it. This one in the top left-hand corner. And I'm going to cast Web and try and hit the ceiling and floor around it to try and lock it in position.
Alright. So, web. You conjure a mass of thick, sticky webbing at a point of your point of your choice within range. The webs fill a 20-foot cube from the point of duration. The webs are difficult terrain and lightly obscure the area. If the webs aren't anchored between 2 solid points, okay, yep, you're near walls, that's perfectly fine.
Wall and ceiling.
Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Must make a dexterity saving throw. Okay, yep, that's easy enough. Alright, so you'll be doing it in the middle of this corner, roughly around here, I'm assuming?
I was just planning to hit all around it, but I don't mind. Like this is the 20-foot area here, isn't it?
Yeah, roughly around there.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll just hit it so I can anchor it on the walls, the ceiling, and the floor.
Yep. Alright. In that case, let's anchor it down. Bam. Oh wait, no, that's 10 foot. Hopped it up. There we go. Alrighty. So, flavor that up for me. How does your conjuration of the web look?
I start chanting the somatic aspects of the spell and cast the material into the air and throw my hands through it such that web streams out from my wrists and starts smacking onto the wall like I'm using a hose and covering the wall and the beast to lock it into position over in the corner.
Alright, perfect. Alright, so the Peter Parker. So the creature in question begins to struggle in the web as you are able to actively begin to capture it. Anything else for your turn?
I think that is probably enough for this stage.
Alrighty. So, in that case, my turn. Alright, so the creatures in question, as they are moving around, you very quickly notice that none of them seems to be actively making any noise as they fly. Now, this one over here, I believe, will turn in the air and begin to fly towards, I think that is Will?
Yeah.
Alright. Sam, you said that it's going to take damage from, if it moves?
It's going to take 2d8.
Yep.
Thunder damage. Brave, it takes 2d8 damage. Alright. 16. Boom, max damage.
Nice. Alright. Perfect. Alright, so it continues to fly down where it promptly begins to try and fold its way over, it's going to attempt to fold its form over that of Will. So, give me a quick sec.
Oh, hang on. I just realized it started its turn inside my moonbeam, so it takes another 2d10 damage.
Yep, hit me up.
Cool. Give me a minute.
Nice.
Another 15 damage there.
Alright. Damn, you guys are doing a lot of damage right now. Alright, so the creature floats down and it begins to try and latch onto you. Is a 19 going to be enough to get past?
Yes.
It is? Alright. So, in that case, give me a quick sec. It is going to do 9 piercing damage as it latches on, and you feel... sorry, it's not piercing damage, it's bludgeoning damage, as it just simply begins to grip around your head and squeeze it much tighter.
Ouch, my saber-toothed tiger head.
Sorry?
My saber-toothed tiger head.
Watch the teeth, watch the teeth!
So that was 9 damage, was it?
Correct.
Cool.
Alright. This one over here in the cobwebs is going to do a quick dexterity save to try and ensure that it's not caught. And is an 18 going to be enough? Norloth? Or was it?
I think that was
Esturan, wasn't it?
Might have been.
Did it get moonbeamed?
The one in the web.
That was no, that was this one.
Yeah, that was the one down there.
Okay, that was this one.
Are these things light sensitive?
Who knows? Bum, bum,
Sorry,
bum.
what was the question?
What is your spell save DC for the web?
It's a strength check.
Oh, it's a strength.
It's a strength check there.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, it got... Oh, wait, no, that was a dexterity throw. Strength, on the other hand, it gets a 22. All right.
Yeah.
You guys hear pinging noises as this creature just outright tears through the web and begins to flutter down towards the nearest humanoid. In this case, Tinkrit. Oh, and I should clarify, Addison, Will is currently blinded and also unable to breathe.
Okay, cool.
Alright, and for Tinkrit, it gets a natty 1.
Woohoo!
Alright, so this creature is going to completely misjudge Tinkrit's threat level, and it's going to dive in towards him. Tinkrit barely dodges out of the way, and the creature gives a bit of a remorseful screech as it suddenly hits the ground and begins to flap around errantly. Rob, you may get an attack of opportunity, as can Breeze and Solturum.
This one here?
Yep, that one. It is going to now be here.
Isn't that Will? Or Breeze?
So, Tinkrit, Breeze, and Solturum.
That's Breeze.
Holy
there.
crap.
No, it's
No,
not.
I'm here.
Did you seriously just roll a nat 20 against it, Rob?
It looks that way.
Apparently so.
It says
20.
19.
Must be
Oh,
like
no.
a hex thing. Anyway, damage. 20, 40, 47. What's that? 52, 62, 65, 69, 78.
78, really?
It says.
Alright, well, you have literally pinged onto this one's exact HP. How would you like to kill it?
I remove all the wing material. I'm becoming like a cruel wing puller from insects.
A little bit, yeah.
Yes, so I dissected to try and learn how the other ones might be better killed.
It's starting to sound like Zelda, where you collect the monster parts.
It does all.
A little bit, yeah.
Yep, that's it.
Alright, that's it. Alright, so this thing abruptly stops struggling and it just sags into the ground, completely dead. Oh yeah, I'm deleting these things because they have a ridiculous real estate. Alright. Alright, so the one which is over by Norloth, it swoops down likewise and attempts to attack. So Norloth, is a 14 enough to get past your AC?
Nope.
Nope.
With your new chain.
I know, right? 15 AC. Whoa.
Let's
Alright.
go.
Flavor up how you dodge or avoid or just move it back.
I just leap out of the way to the right
Yep.
as it swoops down.
Okay. So it is a near thing, but you are able to get out of the way from it. Let me have a look, make sure I can't do anything else. Alright, and the final one over here, on the other hand, is going to turn around and also zoom in and try to make its attack on Norloth as well.
Quick, do these things have the undead keyword?
They do not.
Okay.
Alright, is a 17 going to hit?
No, because I'm going to shield.
Ah, take my fun away. Alright,
Yep.
flavor it up. How does that... what's the shield go through?
Because I'm a shadow sorcerer, my shadow just raises and materializes to protect me.
Yep. Alright. So the creature wraps its body around the shadow, and there is a, I suppose, sensation of a poof noise, and the shadow just abruptly disappears. The creature screams its disappointment at having its prey suddenly disappear, and it suddenly turns around and attempts to snap out part of its body at you, almost like a whip. Is a unnatural 20 going to hit?
Yes.
Alright, so it snaps out its part of its body and you feel a sharp pain up your face as it leaves an immense slash there. Please take 11 slashing damage.
And con save. Oh, I broke my concentration.
Alright. And with that, it is round over. Back to Tinkrit.
Tinker, I'm being suffocated, please.
Oh, yes.
Help me.
Okay, sorry.
That's okay.
In that case, I will move
I'm
here.
going to help you next turn anyway.
That's true.
Alright, so I should move here then? Leave him alone?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I can. Where can I move? Under him, and then I got both of them. So. Attack. Mind blade rapier. Either of them damaged, sir?
This one is.
And just pop up, you stupid thing.
So that's the only one that's not damaged.
Yep, correct.
Easy way to put it.
Alright, a 17 is enough to hit.
Hang on, just check for. Oh my god, hurry up. Okay, 25. Do it twice. So stupid. 25. It's the first one, and then I'm using slashing, so they can get another 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
And he also gets 2d8 plus 4. The further one gets the 3 points. Plus 2d8 plus 4. 16. So this guy gets 16. This guy gets, what's that, 7, 22, 31, 33, 45 points of damage.
So, sorry, this one takes the 45?
No, he took whatever it was, a 13, did I say? No, the 15.
15.
And this one took 45. This one 45, this one 13.
Alrighty. So the one down here,
Yep.
to the below of Norloth, you are going to do a phenomenal amount of damage to it. It's still alive, but you are going to severely damage it.
Okay. In which case, I will attack this one, and use the green flame blade to try and finish him off. Just do what you're told.
We do not beg the computer.
Hey!
Oh, are you kidding me? Another nat 20. Really? You realize you're at 10 now.
Yes, I do. I know exactly how I'm going to spend it.
He's buying a very rare.
Item.
He's buying a very rare. Quick, Sam, you need to enact any ones you can.
Gets item, breaks it instantly.
It's mind blade. Yeah. So how much damage is that? Does it kill him? 13, 19.
This one?
43, 40. Oh no, he doesn't get hex.
If it's this one, yes, you have definitely killed it.
No, he's got the other damage. No, I'm attacking this one. Remember, I changed.
Oh, this one. All right.
That one gets 12 points of damage. Oh no, 14 points of damage.
13 points of damage.
That one gets 14, and this one gets... I was still counting, sorry. 13, 19, 33, 43, plus 3, 46, 56, 68, 70, 74.
All right. Flavor it up for me.
This time, I feel that I don't need... I can be a bit more humane and understand the anatomy better than I did. I make humane kills.
Fair enough.
Strike for a place that I know is particularly vulnerable and end their miserable lives.
Noted. All right. So they are looking much the worse for wear. You've almost been able to cut them to the quick, but they are still moving.
I knew I should have been meaner.
All right. Breeze is next.
I'm going to move on the one that's wrapping itself around our friend here.
Yep.
And I'm going to hit it with my rapier. Get 20 hit.
20 does indeed hit.
Plus 1d8 for my booming blade. Going to take 36 points of damage.
36 points. Alrighty.
Yeah.
So, Addison, will be taking 18 points of that.
18 points of that. Cool.
Yep.
Let me...
Oh, Jesus.
That's okay. I'll just revert to regular thing, guys. So it's not too big a deal.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, as you stab, I suppose, or attempt to slash and gently carve off the creature. It seems very resistant to your attempts, and you unfortunately do damage to your companion, who I assume yowls very angrily.
Sorry, I tried to help.
Okay.
Alright, is that it for Breeze?
That is.
Alright, Noloth.
Oh Christ, I'm going to cast a Fireball. Centered on myself. I will careful cast a Fireball centered on myself. And I guess I will include the Shield Guardian and Esturan in that as well.
I'm under Trimp.
Trim's immune to fire, isn't he?
Yeah, but I'm under Trimp.
Oh, and Tinkerer then. So you...
Alright, so I'm hitting how many people?
It's only hitting those two.
Wait, which two?
It's only hitting the enemies.
The two creatures.
Because I careful cast it for 2 sorcery points. which
Oh,
allows
okay.
me-
Yep. Alrighty, the first one gets an 11, which is a fail, and the second one gets a 20, which unnatural 20, which is a pass, obviously. Two of them are both taking 16 damage. Luke, how would you like to kill both?
I just explode in a ball of fire and they just burn to a crisp.
Yep. Alrighty. You guys can smell the smell of what smells like burning leather as their shrill screams split the air. Alright, is that it for you?
Yeah.
Yep. Alright, Will.
Okay. If I charge straight out of wall, will I still get? Will I still get regular attacks?
Sorry, say that again without the giggling.
Okay. So I want to run straight at the wall. Will I still get any other attacks?
If you're running straight at the wall.
Yeah.
So
Something to headbutt the wall.
right
God, I
now,
hope this thing flies off at the last second.
you are currently blinded and unable to see as well. Through spatial awareness, I assume you kind of can recall where the wall is, but if you would like to outright try and remove it, you can do a strength check if you would like to.
Run at the wall, it's funnier.
If I can I just use a bite attack? Will a bite attack hit it?
No, your face is currently restrained. Well,
Okay.
yeah.
Alright, if I try and remove it, will a claw attack work?
I'm sure we will find out. You'd need to do a strength for this one. You can do damage to it, go for it, but if you want to remove it, you'd need to do a strength.
Right. No, I'm gonna do damage with it with a claw attack, is that okay?
Go for it.
Cool.
Gonna take half the damage.
That's fine. And I'm gonna say, because Leif Erikson was there too, he's providing help, so advantage. Can't go wrong with Leif.
So you might need it.
Yeah.
Okay, 21 is a hit.
11 slashing damage. I claw at my own face.
Alright, so please take 6 slashing damage from that.
Cool, and if it's, just in case they're resistant to non-magical, I've got, what is it? The Insignia of Claws, which means my natural, or unarmed strikes or natural weapons are magical.
Yep, cool.
So, yes. And how much damage was it, sorry?
You take 6.
6. Cool. And that is me.
Alrighty. So, this creature is still wrapped around your head. What is your constitution modifier?
Give me a second to find it as a separate tiger. Where am I? Yeah, it is +2.
+2. Alright, so in that case, you are able to hold your breath for 3 minutes, or, a ridiculous amount of rounds, 30 rounds. So you are in no danger of suffocating yet. Solturum. Maybe Solturum.
Is sleep.
He might be muted. Yeah, he's muted.
Yeah, he's muted.
Salty.
Luke, are you awake?
Let's just assume another fireball goes off.
I am, and sorry, that was me struggling with my phone. I'm deeply concerned with Will's predicament, so I am going to cast Polymorph on the last of the creatures and turn it into a rat.
Alrighty. And is it a wisdom saving throw? Yes, cool. Wisdom save.
Let's hope the outliers.
It gets a 19.
No, fuck off.
Oof.
Alright, I am going to...
Can you twin spell it and still cast on the same person? I don't know if that's a thing.
I don't know, I'm just seeing what else.
Sorcery points like they're going out of business.
Well, no, I've only used 4 so far.
Oh, okay.
I've got 12.
Oh, sure.
So yeah, I can. Fuck it, I'm gonna have another go at that. Is that a permissible?
Twin spelling polymorph.
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware, there's no rules against it, so long as you have the capacity to do so.
I do have the capacity to do so. I have now deducted another 2. Roll that motherfucking wisdom save.
Nat 1.
Nat one.
Man, I wanted to throw a fireball at him.
You still can, my boy.
Yeah, as a rat.
But this way he has an excuse to hit Will.
What's the new whiz save, Sam?
Oh, sorry. Second whiz save. Herp-de-derp-derp-derp, don't mind me. Second whiz save is a 13.
Yes, got him.
Let's go.
Alright, flavor it up for me. What does your polymorph look like?
I pull a caterpillar cocoon out of my spell components bag and grind it between my hands in a circular motion, casting out a insipid yellow miasma which surrounds the bat-like whatever the fuck it is. And as the miasma oozes over its body, it slowly starts contracting down and turns into a little tiny brown rat, which squeaks and screams off, hits the wall, goes through a hole in the rocks into the wall.
Alrighty. So, the chamber is now abandoned aside from the remains of these, what do I call them? The Cirumanto, and the deceased mage who is directly in front of you. You guys can still see that the magical ritual circle that has been initiated is still glowing. It looks like whatever is going on, this ritual has remained undisturbed.
Okay. Right, I don't know much about rituals, but is there any way to break whatever's going on here? Or can anyone even identify what the hell's going on here?
I'll have a try.
You want me to do it and you assist?
Come over here, Noloth. I have some initial views on this, but I'd appreciate your assistance.
Okay.
I'll roll again.
Yep.
Yeah.
The same.
Yes, that was very helpful, Noloth. Thank you.
He confirmed your cheating.
Told him that he had the exact same.
So one of you looked at each other, the other one looked back, and, you know, one of you was like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, do you? Nah.
Just shrugged.
I don't know. I think I might know a little bit about what's going on.
Yeah.
Alright. So, As you guys have a look over the ritual, you are able to ascertain it seems to be a fairly complicated ritual, but the exact workings are beyond the two of your immediate knowledge. It takes the two of you working together for about half an hour, having a look through your various notes, and in one case pulling out a spell book in order to verify some of the more esoteric runes, before you are finally able to establish that the ritual in front of you appears to be a ward-breaking ritual, intended to pierce and destroy any wards, to pierce and adjust any wards which are currently nearby.
Right.
Interesting.
Can I, in that time they were trying to determine what it is, can I check if the body is a member of our clan, or if it's just like a guy?
Yeah, go for it.
No worries. I'll use my passive perception. Would you rather investigation or something?
Let's go for investigation with this one.
Okay, that's good.
That is definitely less good with an 8. All right.
It looks like spare ribs. I'm sure.
He's only got his upper half. I have no idea.
I'm an ass man. I can only tell people by their asses. All right, with an 8, you unfortunately do not recognize this particular mage. It looks like they are wearing a fairly heavy cloak, and you suspect that it might be a member of your clan, but frankly, you have no way to actually confirm that.
Anyone else?
Do I recognize him at all, Sam? Having had some discussions with the mages of the clan in the days preceding the start of the competition.
Roll me a quick investigation. Oh, sorry. What's your passive investigation?
Which one? Sorry.
What's your passive investigation?
11.
11. Okay, roll me an active.
Breeze, you should check if it's one of the people in the dreams that you saw of that guy. Oh, never mind. Oh no, that's intimidation.
You intimidate the corpse.
Pulls the mage up by the scruff of the neck. Who are you?
Let me roll investigation. I thought I rolled investigation. Oh no, I rolled. Yeah, sorry. All right.
All right, an unnatural 20. All right, so
It's destiny.
you are able to identify the mage as being Yeslith, a elven mage who is indeed part of your clan.
Fuck, we're down a person. Fucking hell.
Do we know whether the ritual he was doing has been finished and is active?
You are able to ascertain that the ritual itself seems to currently be inactive. It looks like Yeslith was able to go through and finish the warding's ritual enough that it, at this point, only requires activation by supplying it with direct magical power.
Fireball the the circle.
Right. Are we able to work out the level of magical power required to activate it?
Norloff, what was your passive arcana again?
17.
17? Alright. You are able to ascertain that it's going to take the equivalent of 5 spell slots in order to power up this circle.
Right, I'll turn back into a guy then. So, being a safety target ain't that bad, except for when you're getting strangled, suffocated. Anyway, let's dump some spell slots.
All right, and then I think we should probably have a long rest.
I can cast we can use the fortress.
The fortress fit in here?
Yeah.
How tall are the
How
roofs?
tall is the fortress?
How tall is the roof?
Only about 10 feet up.
Wait. So for that king's plan, let's just go underneath and then summon the fortress.
Wait, why are we summoning the fortress?
So you know how the king wanted to dig?
Oh, right.
Let's just go directly underneath it and then summon the fortress.
Look, let's just get rid of some spell slots here first, and we can probably work something out to block the passageway up. So there's only one entrance in here, isn't there, Sam?
That's correct.
Yeah.
All right. Who will be sacrificing
I
him?
can telekinesis the dwarf off the plinth.
All right. Who is
We might
supplying
be
the
stuck
spell
in here
slots for
forever,
this?
But anyway.
Anyone?
Sorry,
You
what was
got
that?
Lyndon's tiny hut.
Who's supplying the spell slots?
I'm gonna say my moonbeam's still going, so I'll just move it over.
So this one will basically take an untapped spell slot in order to actually directly infuse it, as opposed to using magic upon it.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I
Can I
drop
use 2 sorcery points?
Sorry?
Can I use sorcery points?
Oh, crap. What's the conversion for that?
it's a 1-to-1 for level 1 spells.
Oh, okay. In that case, yeah, that can provide us with 2.
Okay.
And if I drop in a level 3 spell, does that just count?
Yes, that level 3 spell slot will count.
Okay, I'll check in one of those. How many do we need?
Alright, we got it covered. Just men's turn.
Okay.
Yeah, real good.
All right. So the 2 sorcerers kick into action, and the 2 of you very gently place your hands down upon a specific section of the magic circle and slowly begin to feed your natural magic into the magical ritual itself. It takes a few moments for you to carefully disperse the magic within the ritual, but when all of the runes flare up at once, you are able to see that the ritual itself seems to have taken effect, and directly above you, you can feel the manipulation of what feels like incredibly heavy wards suddenly shifting upwards and away from your current location.
Good stuff.
That's what we like to hear.
Sorry?
So that's what we like to hear.
All right, guys. Well, that is functionally the end of the session, and we apparently timed that perfectly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, gentlemen, that it's time for us to rest.
Good idea.
All right.
I shall pass the hut.
All right. Well, I will functionally say between this session and the next one, I'm going to say give it maybe 3 or 4 days, if you guys are fine with that. The location that you have managed to inadvertently stumble upon and adjust the wards of is, shockingly, the area that's actually immediately below the Royal Keep itself. So you've pretty much done what Meekle requested. So, the next 3 days is going to be spent with the members of Clan Solkling moving through the crypts and functionally setting up a small outpost within the crypts so that they can begin digging through into the Royal Keep, which is why...
Is this going to be like the scene from Shawshank Redemption where he's trying to dig through the wall?
Yeah.
Maybe. All right. So, congratulations, gents. Like, literally, you timed that perfectly. That was the exact amount that I had measured for the session. So, awesome.
Lovely.
All right. So, gents, do you want to nominate your MVP for the session?
It'd be hard to go past Tinkrit, but I'm just sort of thinking the guy's like rolled about 1,020,000, so he can fuck himself.
Oh, it's just unkind.
Yeah, I think it's got to go to the 520s. That's just uncanny odds.
That is just privilege rewarding privilege.
Well, I mean, Tinkrit always does damage, so it's kind of like...
So, pity to Breeze?
hey, I'm not beneath taking pity.
I'll keep my vote with Tinkrit. I mean, he killed about 90% of the monsters, so without being hasted.
Olga is so proud. All right. Anybody else for Tinkrit?
Yeah, on it.
That's 2.
No, let's vote Rithka. He chased the cat the whole MVP wasn't there.
All right. Well, lack of silence. The silence tells me that Tinkrit is our MVP for the session. Rob, you will get an additional nat 20. You're up to 11 now. And you get a roll on the table. Would you like magic, melee, or stealth?
I think melee.
Melee? Alright.
That's what I'm doing mostly.
Give me a quick second. Alright, well, in that case, you are going to be rolling on my new and improved table that I spent about 2 hours doing earlier today, and that's just one of the tables. I currently have 12 tables set out. I've completed one, but fortunately it was the melee table for levels 11 to 16.
Nice. Shield, shield, shield.
Alright, so hit me up with a D20 roll.
Oh, D20, goodness.
13.
Disappointing. It would have been apt if you rolled a 20 then.
Alright, you might actually be a little bit disappointed in this one because you might not be able to use it immediately, but on the other hand, it is money that you get to spend, so I might be persuaded to allow you to buy buy items retroactively. Okay, 4... give me a sec. Ooh, you're going to be a very, very happy little halfling. All right. Now, I want flavor for this one just because I'm very curious as to where you put it. So, over the course of the session, apparently, you have been able to come into possession of 4 black opals worth an obscene amount of money, apparently. Specifically, they are the amount that I've just put into the chat. So, one is worth 907 gold pieces, another 636, another 413, another 583.
Wow. Well, but basically, I dug around in the lost. And,
Yeah.
their belly buttons were black opals for some unknown reason.
Gross. Fair enough. Alright, so in that case you receive a total of, I suppose technically 2,439 gold pieces in black opal form. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
That's all for the company, though, right?
I will be sharing that, yes.
Alright, so in that case, everybody, listeners, thank you for joining us in today. We will be returning next week for session 4 of our campaign. I hope to see you. I hope you guys to have you guys here. But in the meantime, we will now bid you farewell. So have a great night, and we will see you all next week. Bye.